Welcome back, stream, to where I torment my players.
Help us, please.
Yay.
No, we're fine.
There's
Yay,
no
torment.
No, we're doing great. Don't worry.
Bullshit.
All right. So, does anyone else want to do the recap, or do you want to let me take it?
You can.
Because I'm feeling confident about this. All right. So,
That scares me.
last session. Okay, so last session there was these fucking these three guys that were with the trainers. Oh wait, no, you're. Yeah, so we went with them, and boom, all that happened. Jazz, we're in the middle of that mission, and then we're leaving the big place where we saved everyone. And it's a fucking wasteland out there. Everyone's fighting, and there's quite a bit of stuff going on. There's also a Sudowoodo that kind of dragged a guy away into the forest. Don't know what the fuck.
We don't talk about that one.
No, I think we should. But okay, and then we had a big fight. Some stuff happened. Titania, she had a little fun with trainer, and by fun I mean practically maimed their body into near death. And then she started crying afterwards. It was hilarious.
It happens. Every once in a while. Every other mission.
What the fuck do you mean it just happens? That old big psychopathic tendencies just, like, sprout up. Unless...
You haven't met all my players. I'm like, I want to have a happy game, okay, everybody? And then they're like, my person has, like, crippling depression. Okay.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I guess I'll work with this.
Or throwing expired spaghetti sauce.
So begins
All right.
the long, winding challenge of me making you not depressed.
Okay,
Anyway.
It should be noted that the only person that saw the maimed bloody body was Titania and Aerie. So after that, Aerie has a conversation with Jasmine. Pyra. Stuff happens. Pyra knows where we live, worrying. And then Valor just comes in and he's like, hey, fuck off, chief. And takes us home, which is nice. Oh, Evie. Forgot the little child. I forgot the little traumatized goblin. Yeah, he saw the maimed corpse too. Well, not really a corpse, but yeah, he saw it. But he's kind of fucking mute. So, oops, nobody cares, except for like one. But he's against murder, so not a big fan, really. Oh yeah, Viri's been really trying to convince everyone that Ram is a good person, and I'm just not buying it.
Murder is ethically questionable.
Murder is great.
Concern gif.
Okay, well, no. Ram's perspective isn't that it's morally questionable. It's just wrong. Just no. But I think murder is justified sometimes. Guys, someone back me up here. I just sound psychopathic.
Hashtag
No.
blame Noah.
Okay, you shut the fuck up.
I felt that one, that thunder. Well, you know, you're talking about it, but it was another one of your number that actually committed it, so...
Yeah? And? What's the big deal?
There isn't one. I mean...
Exactly. Even DM agrees it wasn't a big deal.
Oh, wait, what exactly isn't a big deal? Murder? I mean, justified murder.
Yeah, exactly.
Welcome to the jungle, kid. But same time, don't like walk up and glass a Rattata just because you feel like it. I saw a dirty rat and I pulled my Glock. Please don't.
Try and
Why
stop
the
me.
fuck am I muted?
Because you muted yourself, probably.
I have no fucking idea. Where am I? Ah, there I am.
You just had a conversation with Eri, if you would like to finish that up there.
No, that was finished because
that
it's
was
the
done.
only thing that didn't. It's the only thing that didn't need you present. So.
Yeah, which I haven't been. And admittedly, I've not had the most amount of time, but let's do this. So, we left off with some things happening between session again. And where would we like to begin? There is Titania and Eri. Ram. You have a friend here that has a pending tagline, as you might have noticed.
Aww, he has no name.
Mm-hmm. Let's just call him Nono.
Nona.
Don't touch No-No.
No, Titania. No.
I feel like No-No might have a lot of negativity in their life.
No, couldn't be.
And finally, we have Marcus washing himself like he's been poisoned by something.
He's playing with himself over at the lake.
Danny?
Feeding the fish, as they say.
Dash watches on in mild disgust. Also interest. Anyway.
Oh dear.
Whoa.
Titania.
Things escalated.
As you get near the den, you could be doing better.
Yes.
In fact, this music doesn't even quite very suit your attitude at the moment very well.
No.
I've got to admit. And as you are approaching Generosity's den, you once again see it being guarded by... Who's the lucky one this time? I'm just going to make this even more hyper-protective. Here you go.
Yes.
Here I go, making things even more difficult.
What could go
Thunder.
wrong?
Thunder is
Smells
standing
bad.
guard, and as you see him sitting there, keeping watch as usual, as one of the primary guards of a very important group of Pokemon for this village. And two figures are starting to leave.
Oh.
You recognize both, and one you've known a lot longer. Ram seems to be animately talking to the Eevee, who seems shy, is the best word for it, about something that you can't really overhear. And Eri, did you follow Titania, or did you leave them to go on their own?
Just kind of awkwardly staring at them like, I hope nothing goes horribly wrong.
I mean, if I see them come out, I'm just gonna be hailing Ram. I'm like, hey, Ram.
Ram's gonna wave back. Just.
Oh no, there's no way. I'm just like, hey, Ram.
You see Ram, and Ram sees Titania. And the Eevee sees Ram, and the Eevee sees Titania. And you see the Eevee take one step back as their eyes widen very slightly upon seeing Titania. Thunder is oblivious to all of this, is because he is largely unaware of everything that went down, other than the fact that you guys, decided to take on the Mafia last night. So
No, I mean my ears are perma down, so I can they cannot be more down than they are.
You would have to remove them and put them on the earth to put them any more down.
Mhm. And I'm like, Ram, can I talk with Evie in private, please?
Ram's gonna look over at Evie and be like, "Hey, this is my friend Titania. You met her yesterday. She wants to talk to you."
Well,
Evie gives you this very tangled expression of, you know what? Give me insight empathy, Ram.
This is my friend Titania, who doesn't like to commit homicides or extreme acts of violence. Please believe me.
I mean, it was an extreme act of violence, not murdering.
You have a feeling, Ram, that this Evie definitely remembers Titania, and the general expression and mood you're getting kind of gives you the feeling that that might not be a good thing.
Ram's gonna look.
But at the same time, you sense that there's a lot of apprehension just in general in this creature, because, like, it almost got as hard as a reality check yesterday as you guys got when you hatched. One day it's being abused by its trainer in the middle of freaking nowhere forest, and the next it's his trainer is probably somewhere in the ER. He's in the forest surrounded by wild Pokemon that he's probably never been in the wild before. A lot of EVs are not wild. A lot of EVs are popular among humans, you could say.
Flawless, basically.
Orions especially.
Shut it.
Hey,
And
did you know?
Is in a very unfamiliar environment. Don't make me mute you. I have that power. So, generally, Eevee, and I hate you for your previous statement because this is the best term that I can use for now, is kind of like a fish out of water.
Ram is gonna sit down and just kind of look at Eevee and look at Titania and say, "Did I miss something?"
Titania sighs and then looks at the Eevee and she says, I just want to apologize to you, Eevee.
Ram's gonna feel real awkward and just kind of like scoot over, like kind of away, like I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna scoot away. It's Titania. It's fine.
Scoots.
You and him scoot away. Nice.
Hey, Thunder, what's up, buddy? Keep an eye on what's going on, but keep his ears perked.
Quiet. I'm trying to be angry at you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, damn it.
What? What's the matter?
What happened?
Ram was like, "Oh," and Thunder was like, "Don't fucking do that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take advantage of my." Eevee looks a little uncomfortable with you, but hasn't like started running for the tree line screeching yet. So progress.
I mean, can he screech?
New people can make a noise. It's not very pleasant.
Okay.
It's usually a sign of extreme distress.
Well,
Let's see.
I'll scooch a bit more away from Ram because it's more an unconscious thing than trying to actually be out of earshot, because getting out of earshot of him is gonna be very hard. with all that alert.
Yeah, 90% of my body is ear, so you know.
And then I look at the Eevee and I give a big sigh, and then I take a deep breath, and then I say, hey, I'm really sorry for what happened yesterday. I don't know what came over me and with your trainer. Like, I wanted to kick his ass. Don't get me wrong, but what I did was way over the line. And then I look at him.
They seem to be listening, and they're difficult to read.
I need to.
This is an individual who can't really offer you feedback in any verbal manner.
Yeah, no, that's.
But
absolutely.
they seem to have been paying attention.
Mhm.
And they don't seem to lighten up too much, but they don't seem to reject it either.
Then she would continue and say, I am not like you saw me yesterday. I can assure you I'm way more happy and nice. But what happened yesterday shook me too, and I just want to make sure you don't hate me for it. And well, I know you cannot say anything, but if you ever feel like it, I would like to be your friend.
So does Ram hear this? Because he's trying to hear.
I mean,
What
I am not trying to be silent.
That insight alert anyway. What did it do? You hear perfectly fine.
It doesn't support murder.
Okay, so Ram is gonna like kind of scoot in closer and go up to Evie and just say, "Okay, so I know that Titania is really scary when she's fighting. She scared me too. We had a fight before, and she completely took out the other team, and I was not helping her. But I trust her. She's saved my butt a lot since we've gotten here, and I mean, I don't know what happened, but she's my friend, and yeah." And Ram's gonna like kind of scoot away. Like, that was an awkward interjection, and he doesn't like to talk like that, so he's just gonna like, okay, yeah, thunder, yeah, ground me or something.
Roll.
Oh.
Lol.
Roll me. Let's see, you're trying to reason with them.
It's etiquette, I think.
Yeah. And you're trying not to be threatening, so give me cute etiquette.
I have one etiquette. Okay, that a boy,
at least you have
Ram.
one.
That a
You don't
boy.
have 3 in every stat?
Nope.
Shame.
I
Pathetic.
know. I've been trying.
Wow, you're good at all.
Something about you comes off as earnest to this Eevee. And, well, the fact that, much like you to Thunder, this Eevee kind of latched onto you because it needed to latch onto something. And that may be slightly taking advantage of the fact that it's a little overwhelmed at this moment. But your words seem to get through a little bit as it eases up only just slightly. And Titania, you also need to do the same. You are trying to come off as, I'm sorry, I'm not a murder monster. I'm actually pretty nice. So,
beauty. Allure.
beauty allure.
Okay, it's 6. That's a lot of successes.
It is. And checking something in the shadows. I have something that all players dread online. Physical dice that I can roll.
Nice. I have physical dice, but I have only one. I don't want to roll the same dice 10 times.
I have a small chest. Anyway.
Yeah, no. I know people that have like 12.
Something about... Basically, you look like shit. And you would have to be extremely good at lying and pretending for this not to be earnest. You're kind of wearing your heart on your sleeve right now, and that's something that the EV is picking up on. And given the situation, given what they've seen, and given what Ram said, they have no reason to believe you would be dishonest with what you're saying. You see them slowly nod their head, but you think they're still not fully ready yet.
I mean, she didn't expect him to be a body instantly. But she...
What a bitch!
I mean, Titania just is gonna look at the EV, seeing that he's a little bit relaxed instead of crying, and she's like,
Give me insight, empathy as well.
Oh boy. Insight, it's 3. Empathy is 3. Oh, it's 6 again. Time to be clueless. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 dice calls it clueless.
I mean, it's 1 success at least.
You have a feeling, looking at this Eevee, that your apology did kind of get through to them a little. They're also kind of like culture shocked right now and shell shocked by what yesterday, and that, in all honesty, when it comes to the nervousness, anxiety, and uncertainty of this Eevee, you are only part of the problem. The whole problem.
I'm gonna ask you then before saying my farewells. No, did you eat already?
They nod. Ram, you remember them. You remember Generosity and the others showering this Eevee with literally everything they could find.
Food shower, yes.
Shower. Okay.
He doesn't support murder. He doesn't deserve this.
Well, Ram doesn't deserve murder either. Should I boot him from the game?
Yes.
All right.
Oh.
I'm booting you right now.
I support murder. What is this shenanigan?
That's the problem. Wrong.
Okay. Then I know that the Eevee and I say, well, have a good day then. I'm sure that since you seem to be feeling good with Ram, he's gonna take good care of you.
They nod.
Then I need to go speak with Valor, so I'm just gonna bolt to the fucking Pokemon Center.
Ram's gonna wave, but like give her a quizzical look as she's running off.
Oh, I wave back, and that's it.
Thunder kind of leans down to you, Ram. Did something like really bad happen?
With that one, I don't know.
Eevee's ear is lower.
Ram's just gonna walk over and scratch Eevee's head, like you would like a dog, and just be like, like while talking to Thunder, like I don't know. There was a lot of stuff that happened, and Marcus did a thing, and everything got real bad at the end.
Well, all right. I still... Just be more careful. You almost gave me a heart attack.
At that, Ram is gonna run over, very quickly hug Thunder, and say, "I'm sorry." And then he's gonna like feel embarrassed and run away again.
Are you gonna run all the way away?
Not all the way away. Just like hug, and then like step back. Like, thanks for worrying.
Look, you should have came to get us. You shouldn't have had run off on your own like that.
That's what I wanted to do, but I thought it was more responsible to make sure everyone came back. I didn't want to go in the first place.
Valor wanted to talk to you all sometime later.
Great.
Not yet. Sometime later in the day. There's something going on.
Ram's gonna frown.
Don't worry about it. It's nothing to be concerned with, but it's also something that's you don't need to get tangled up with.
Ram's gonna if Ram has eyebrows, one is raised. Uh-huh. You know how things happen and we just end up in the middle of them.
This time, I promise.
Ram's gonna nod and be like, I think I'm gonna give Evie a tour around town. Are you guarding today?
For a portion of it, yes.
I'll
Take
probably
shifts.
We'll probably come back and see you then. But I think I need to go talk to Marcus.
Oh yeah. I think I heard Quill say something about that Alopany coming by to give him something.
Oh, I didn't get to say
wonder if
goodbye
she's-
to her.
I wonder if they're still in town. They probably are. But
Oh, maybe we'll run into her. Thanks, Thunder.
see you.
Ram's gonna walk over to Evie and be like, alright, so you want to go meet up with some of my other friends that we met yesterday? Maybe they'll help you feel more at home being around people you know.
They nod.
And the tour
After a moment.
begins.
Eri! Inside alert.
Uh-oh. I mean, actually, not really. What bad is gonna happen here? Okay, well, one success.
The Lux appears behind.
You get glomped by a Lopony.
A pseudo-rudo appears.
You know, being glomped with a Lopany isn't all that bad. You can't really hear anything, but you've awkwardly stayed way back, trying not to keep too high of a profile, and saw pretty much that whole interaction. You can conclude that Ram did not drop kick Titania, which is a good sign.
That was all I was hoping for.
The Eevee did not run screaming into the woods when Titania talked to them, which is a good sign.
Kind of hoping for that.
Otherwise, they seem to have separated. That could have gone much worse from your perspective.
Yeah.
Honey?
Harry just kind of shrugs. She's like, yeah, I didn't go too horribly. She's gonna try and find Marcus now.
Titania making friends with everyone, even when
Can I
she's
see
fucking
Marcus
depressed.
from here? Make friends by committing atrocious acts of body maiming.
Breaking all of the Geneva Conventions one by one.
Every single, more like Geneva suggestion, am I right? Yeah, exactly.
The joke.
Next chapter, we gas bomb. We mustard gas some assholes.
A poison grass grenade.
Alright, anyway, I don't know if my question.
I'm glad you guys didn't find the grenade box. Anyway,
Oh,
Oh boy.
I can't wait.
close enough.
I can't wait for when I get access to napalm and the magical flying broom.
Mm. You want it?
Okay.
Right.
It's yours, my friend.
So, anyway.
Then
Yeah.
you have thoroughly drenched yourself in water.
Mm-hmm.
It is a bit early morning, and as you get out of the water, you feel a bit of a chill come over you. A little cold, and it's getting colder today. It has been for the past few days. Fall is begun its swing, and winter is not too far from it.
I will say to myself, summer sucks anyways.
A bit of a charged statement, but very well.
You're talking to someone who's in Georgia. They absolutely suck. So yeah, I know what I'm saying. 3.
Autumn is the best.
Anyways, I'm just sitting here watching myself off because Jasmine decides it's a good idea to kiss me on the forehead, and it's like, and my mind's like, be gone, thought.
Such ungratefulness. You know, she was
Yeah, what?
She was saving that stone in case she or her kids got sick one day and needed medicine.
Are you trying to guilt trip me?
That's what she said. To your
Yeah.
face. Anyway,
You are so ungrateful. You have been given a higher capacity for murder, and this is how you thank the person who gave it to you?
you have a strange fascination on murder today.
Whining about this for the longest time, and now that someone gives it to you with a little catch, you're angry. I'm sorry, what was that silence? I didn't hear. I didn't catch that.
You missed it, so you're never catching it. But, Ari,
That was a joke. I know he was talking about me committing murder.
Marcus isn't really going anywhere and is just contemplating and screeching like a schoolgirl on the inside, realizing what they've been given. You
Cooties.
find them by the
You have
back.
been given cooties.
You notice Ari. And Marcus, you notice Ari. They're
Sorry,
not
I'm
exactly settled. All right.
I turn over.
Kind of through the bushes, Ari, and you see Marcus sitting there.
I guess
what?
she'll just sit down next to him and be like, "What are you doing here?"
I just cleaning myself off. I got a little dirty, but that that Lumpy lady came by, and I'm going to show her the gift she gave me to Ari. Gave me this, and I unwrap it.
Ari, he presents a rock. But to be fair, it's a very interesting rock. It has a number of almost spider-like crystals going through it that are kind of an orangish color that seems to give off a very, very slight glow in the morning sun.
Shiny.
And
What the
I'm
hell
going
is
to.
it?
She called it a wisdom stone. Apparently, it just contains close combat on it or something.
Huh. That makes no sense, but okay.
I mean, nice of her to give me it. I say as I remember when she called me cute. And I look like I'm been stabbing a kidney.
Hmm. Can I tell, like, the obvious problem here of him committing a murder and feeling bad about it?
He committed murder, and also got a gift, a double gift. Then
Yeah, exactly. He got rewarded for his murder. It was
no,
great.
he got a reward twice. He finally managed to murder something, and he got close combat for it.
Exactly.
I speak up and say, "So, what are you doing
Oh,
here?"
did you not hear my question?
I
Sorry
said
for a
inside
second. Inside empathy. Okay, you must have cut out. 5. Actually, wait. Does empathy get any modifiers from instinct? No.
Not
Okay.
from instinct.
Not from logic either.
Mm.
Happy homicide holiday. A holiday.
the feeling that Marcus might not have slept so well last night, but getting this gift has kind of eclipsed his old mood, or at least distracted him from it. You know from
Wow.
coming home yesterday and how you parted that he wasn't exactly thrilled with how things went.
Yeah, that's to be expected. Wait, so you said Jasmine gave that to you? Did she
Yeah.
say where she was going? I hope she's went off to see a child. Goodness.
Yeah, I think she is. That's, the logical thing to do.
Responsible thing to do.
Anyways, I bet Valor's just gonna yell for our ears today because he's I don't know. I forget we're still technically. He holds up in his hands as air quotes kids to him.
I mean, are we really? I don't think he'd be that daft to make that assumption. We may have the physical capabilities of them, but I think
Well, he
our
did kind of
minds more to
mention
make up
that
for it.
he did kind of mention he would have thrown us out of a wall or something.
He can do his worst. We almost trashed him last time. Oh my god, he was holding back.
Immediate flashback.
Anyways, I bet he's want to see us, so I guess I'll head over and just get this shit over with.
Oh boy. What? That's gonna be fun, at least.
No use in blaming the inevitable.
I mean, I think
And-
it's easy to cast blame onto those stupid poachers, but why would anyone even do something like that? This seems like, what, fucking post-apocalyptic? Why do people still need that much money?
I shrug and say, what matters is they're gone now, so I say we did something good. It's just, I bet we're gonna get punished for it because no good deed goes unpunished.
I'll lobber some sense into his forehead.
And unless anyone wants to intervene, I'm walking away. No interference,
No interference, go on.
Silas.
Uh,
The Inteleon is on the top tree. He's
I flip him
position
off.
is locked.
appreciate it. Snipes you. But you kind of look around, and it's early morning. People are doing what they're supposed to be doing. You don't get much people interfering.
And I head on my way then.
Indeed. But to where?
Over here.
to Gentle Heart too. Thick potato,
like-
yes. Thick potato.
Didn't you say like you wanted to talk to us like much later? Why are we all?
I need to talk with Valor for and not other things.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
And Marcus is not aware of that. Now he wants
And
to
the
do it later
seed.
on.
And the seed.
You know, Ari wants to go talk to Dash. For no reason.
For no reason.
Nope. None at all.
Notice that when you come over to Dash, they're not alone. They're actually with a number of two other Pokemon are here talking to each other. One of which is a bit of an unexpected sight.
Oh, Puff.
Drop kick it! Drop kick it! Drop kick it!
Hello, Puff. She brought her child with her.
Oh. I wonder if it has a wisdom stone in it.
They seem to be talking amongst each other, and Dash is kind of looking aloof and cool, while the others are staring at him with sparkles in their eyes, basically.
I mean, of course, he's a god. He helped us
Yeah,
fight.
he's literal. This guy's just fucking Jesus.
Yeah, he's a god amongst the children.
As you walk in, you catch the tail end of him describing how they saved Galvantula from death.
You know what? She's just. Mary's just gonna stand there and wait until he notices her.
The first to notice is Dew, because they're facing you and they'd have to be blind. Oh, Harry.
Oh, hey.
It's good to see you in one piece.
Yeah, it's good to see myself in One Piece too. God, shitty anime, but. So, what are you describing this grandiose adventure, Dash?
Dash kind of crosses his arms. Hey, if we're going to get in trouble for it, we might as well milk it as much as we can.
Yeah, I agree. Let's look like badasses on the way down, at least.
Besides, even if we do get in trouble, I have no regrets about taking out a bunch of poachers.
Me neither. Frankly, I think it'd be stupid of him to punish us after all the good we've done for him.
Dew kind of frowns a little bit. They might not punish you for it?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
sure,
concerned about our
sure.
safety.
Yeah.
Spare me the chatter.
Well, you might be getting a little bit more attention than you're used to. He kind of glances over at Puff.
Oh, yeah, is this... Harry kind of just looks like adoredly at Puff. Are you Jasmine's?
Hello again. You saved my mom just like you promised.
Well, of course.
You see her start to tear up a little bit. Thank.
Harry's just kind of like rubbing the back of her neck, all embarrassed, like, you know, anyone would have done what we did. It's not a problem. Yeah.
You see her actually frown and get a little angry. The tears are still in her eyes. No, not everyone would. Not everyone did. But you did.
Be right back real quick.
Oh, yeah, okay, I see what you're getting at. Yeah, fuck the time. Oh, okay. Well, it's appreciated. It feels nice doing a good thing. Aries just like, I was gonna, never mind. Don't want to ruin the mood at all. I'm gonna go,
No, it's fine. Sorry. You see her wipe the tears out of her eyes.
Alright, well, bye. Just backing away awkwardly.
You see Dash kind of lean over to you as you're kind of leaving. You might want to start to get used to it.
Oh,
brother. It's not just a village. You know all those Pokemon we saved? Well, apparently, according to Puff over there, they won't shut up about a bunch of kids that came rescued them. And now the whole forest is talking about us.
Nice.
Way better than all of them.
Oh, okay. I was just warning you. Fair, if we did come back, Valor would have probably been there even sooner.
Probably. Perhaps.
I had heard he could Mega Evolve, but I'd never seen it before.
That was fucking horrifying. I'm glad he held back deep.
Well, like, I'm a little bummed too, but if he didn't hold back, that would make him a pretty bad role model, wouldn't it?
We'd be charred scraps on the floor.
He threw into a tree. That hurt. He could have thrown me through the tree.
He could have walked it off.
Oh yeah, in a month. Anyway, see you later.
Not with that attitude. Alright. Yeah, she's gonna go back to where Ram was. But on the way, she'll notice that everyone's gathering around fucking the Hobbit
I'm
hole
not
called
gathering.
Valor's place.
I am going in. I'm not stopping. I was just waiting for everyone to have their turn. I go in. I'm
Harry-
not waiting.
Yeah, Eri faces a horrifying reality where they have a fan club. Titania.
I mean, honestly,
Mm-hmm.
if Harry had all her memories, she'd probably appreciate a fan club.
You walk in, and who is there but...
Gentle heart.
Only.
I mean, I look like a mess.
You see her lean over the counter as you walk in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've seen you look better.
Thanks.
I'll save the lecture till you're not falling over. You probably heard it.
Thanks. Again. Is Valor like in here somewhere? I need
He's
to ask him
not.
something.
From what I hear, he and a couple of the others are out cleaning up last night's mess.
Well, maybe I can ask you too. I got an idea. Like, outside of character, 1 second. I talked to Valor for to put up the to like sing at the center of the village, right? I don't remember anymore.
You did, and he
Okay.
said he was a little confused, but he said that would be perfectly fine as long as you didn't make yourself a nuisance to everyone.
Okay. Yeah, no, I needed a quick refresher. Yeah, maybe I can ask you, Gentleheart. Would it be fine if I turn the ruins that are next to the well into a kind of stage? I already asked Valor if I could sing. He told me to sing there.
She taps her chin. Well, having a stage in the middle of town might be helpful for, like, getting people's attention. I don't see any issues with it, but you sure you don't want to just rest for a little while before you get into it?
Mm, I don't like sleeping. It's just wasted time.
Well,
I'll sleep tonight.
you see her grin as she leans forward on the table, puts her arm on it.
Mm.
Sleeping doesn't seem to like you.
Yeah, no, don't worry. I'll make sure to be fine, and working helps me be fine. But by the way, for working, can I like would I need to talk to get materials for building? Like I think Marcus mentioned hardwood.
Gestures generally around. Well, we are in a forest, and she kind of glances around to make sure they're kind of alone. You see her ears perk up.
Mm-hmm.
She looks back at you. Things aren't really like humans out here. There's no one has claim of anything. If you find
Mhm.
something lying around and someone else is not using it, take it.
I mean, I more needed somebody to discern a tree that's hardwood from a tree that's wood. I don't. I am not that good at that kind of stuff.
Well, in that case, you want someone that knows a thing or two about plants. And, well, Tiller Whistle would be a good bet.
Oh, okay. I think I can ask a whistle then. Thanks. Also, could I borrow the Chucky Kekleons to help me and Marcus build the place when we actually start?
What?
Isn't you guys using them for labor? I saw them. I'm pretty sure I saw them around working.
You mean the Kekleons?
Yeah, Kekleons.
You see her grimace a little bit. Well, I think that would be all right. After all, you were the ones to bring them in. So,
Oh.
presumably, if there was a rematch, you'd win the second one, too.
And I guess I come in at this moment.
Marcus walks in.
Oh, Marcus, I was just asking Gentle Heart about building the stage. I'll make sure to gather up the materials and then ask you for help. If it's fine.
Yeah, I say. I might need a rain check on that.
Check on what?
Sir?
He said he wants a rain check on it.
And they asked why.
Yeah, why? What do you want to check?
Well, thing is, I'm still a bit exhausted from that whole poultry business.
Oh, no, don't worry about it. I'm exhausted too. I'm just gathering up the materials for now. It's not gonna be for at least a few days, depending on how quickly we gather up the materials.
You know that Lopty lady?
Jasmine? Was it?
Yeah, thing is, she gave me something and I would like to use it as soon as possible. And I show her the wisdom stone.
Magical stuff. Oh, yes. What do I need to roll to identify?
Give me Insight Channel.
Okay.
Put two together, that's more than just a fancy rock.
Inside channel 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And while it rolls, I double check something. Yes. Oh, that's 4 successes.
As you look at the stone, you see the crystals spider-like running through it. And as you narrow your eyes on it and focus on it, the world kind of zooms in on the stone a bit as you start to kind of block out everything else around you. And you could swear that you start to see those lines and those cracks and those spider-like things start to move and arrange themselves into a pattern that
Marcus,
glows with an orangish light.
and I learned close combat as in the crumbles to dust, right? I'm joking.
But
By the way.
as you kind of focus in on it, you're kind of almost drawn towards it, into it. As you, Marcus, you see Titania like a zone out, head empty, looking at the stone.
She's having a strong.
You're right. I asked.
I mean, can I snap out of it, or am
Yeah.
I? Yeah, I snap out of it, and I oh, it's fine. I was these patterns, and then I just shake my head and I say, oh, this is a nice stone.
As you point out the patterns, you look at the stone again. It's back to just being rock with crystal hairlines through it.
Try. I say, do you know were you told how to use it?
Basically, it's called a wisdom stone, and basically, if I quote unquote focus on it, I can learn it. Learn the move that's inside of it.
Oh, well then have it back. I don't want to steal the move from you.
You hear Gentle Heart speak up. If you recall when I told you guys about wisdom stones, they aren't used up.
Oh, they weren't?
That's
okay.
a very rare thing you have right there. Where'd you get it?
Since I know her, remember her name, Jazz that gave it to me.
Yeah, I think I remember a Jasmine coming into town recently.
The Lopunny.
Yes, I remember. But you don't gotta worry about anybody in town. But you might not want to go around bragging about having that. You remember that thief you dealt with a while back. Some Pokemon don't have the best of intentions.
Of course, I don't plan to. It's okay if I show my friends, is it?
You see her put her hands up. I'm just saying that rock is super valuable. So
I understand.
Bear that in mind.
I wrap it back up and put it back because I'm like,
yeah. I mean, I look at you, Marcus,
one
and
question.
I
I say this to Gentle Heart. Do I need someone to help me teach me this, or since I'm not fighting type?
Yes, you will. We've got a few living here that would probably fit. Though if I had to pick one, I'd probably pick Gallant.
All right. And after we talk Valor, where can I find him?
Well, Gallant doesn't like to linger. He doesn't sit around very long. He likes to be out and doing things. So he's usually out on a mission, out scouting or on patrol, or at the training yard a lot of the time. But pretty much all of his jobs are outside the village. So he's only really here in the morning and early morning and night, or on one of his days off. You see her bring her hands up and do quotation marks.
I guess it's gonna be a bit difficult for me to have him teach me this.
Well, you might be able to convince him. He has a soft spot for training other people. He doesn't like to hang out too much, unless there are other warriors like him, but he has a soft spot for teaching.
I'll keep that in mind.
Also, he's a sucker for praise.
I raise my eyebrow.
You see her shrug. What can I say? Some are more vain than others.
Fair.
He's certainly got a lot to be proud of.
Alright.
The thing is a chestnut.
Fair enough, I say. Fair enough. I suppose you don't mind if we wait here for Valor to get back.
That won't be until later today.
Also, I have stuff to do still.
But he'll be back.
Alright.
Titania, did you want to say something?
Not a gentle heart. I'm just waiting to leave, to say bye to everyone and leave.
All right.
And I'm still polite enough to wait.
Well, the conversation seems to have ended, and everyone's now awkwardly staring at each other.
Yeah. I'm like, well, bye, gentle heart. See ya, Marcus. I have to go speak with Whistle and possibly Weaver too.
I guess I'll go look for Gallant if I'm lucky, just to get my foot in the door.
I need to make sure not to step on Sprout. It's so tiny.
The literal ant, Ree. And I'm going to head to training ground because that's probably where I can find him. And I'm going to go. Here we go.
Roll me a d6.
Ah. Right, this is Discord with Ree. I got a 4.
And you find
People.
not Gallant, as it would happen.
Ree!
Yes. Bird against many eyes.
They don't appear to be fighting.
Of
They're
course,
talking.
it's many eyes.
We're talking.
Yes.
Do I hear what they're saying?
Insight alert.
Good thing I increased my
It
alert.
It is the chestnut. I was sure it was fucking chestnut. We saw him the other day.
You overhear Quill speaking up first and talking to Many Eyes. Don't you think we're rushing it a little bit? And you see Many Eyes shake their head. Nope. As far as I'm concerned, I've seen all I needed to see. But nah. I think at this point you're outvoted. Well, look, you worry too much, okay? I'm the sentry. I'm supposed to worry too much. That's why I'm the sentry. You've been getting sleep, right? No.
Coffee.
Do we need to go? Do we need to go get another sentry? Oh. So now you're replacing me. All right. you clearly woke up on the wrong side of the desk. You see them both glance over. Oh. Marcus. Looking for something?
Someone.
And who would that be?
Gallant.
Gallant and a lot of the others are out right now.
I shrug and I say, all right. And I turn to leave.
Fair enough.
I guess I'll go
You hear-
over here. See?
Squirrels wheezed, and you just see Many Eyes use hypnosis and knock them unconscious.
Free! And I'm just gonna go back over here and I'm like,
Go to sleep.
Leave Quill.
a little disappointed, but I shrug and say, oh well. I'll get him one day.
You will have your opportunity. Of this I assure you. And now we transition once again. Eri. You just missed them, but you do catch the tail end of Titania running off. And you did also see Marcus kind of leave. Did you want to regroup with one of them?
No, Eric just wants to talk to Dental Art.
All right, then we can
Actually,
get to that.
Oh wait, would Eri know what the move after you is?
Good question.
Because as a player, I'm like, yeah, that'd be a good move to know. But in character, I'm like, what? How would he know that?
Roll me
And again, she does have some experience with
clever
empath
lore.
Pokemon.
Clever lore.
lore. One dice.
And half your logic.
Oh, and all
One
right.
more, probably.
Yeah, I'll just one more. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Needed it.
You still feel like one.
You're pretty sure a move exists for kind of what you're looking for, but you can't quite recall it.
Ah, fuck. Well, I guess I'm not going to visit Dental Art then.
You could interrogate them about, hey, I want to. Is there a move that does this? And we can
That's
test
so
how good.
specific. Okay, as the player MP doing that makes no fucking sense. Any reality presented.
I was just suggesting.
Yeah.
No,
That just seems like a cop out, and I'm not a fan of cop outs.
I am afraid you are a bird brain.
Oh wow, yeah, that's, funny. All right,
Okay, Mister One Clever Zero Lore.
I'm going to kill somebody, and it may be you.
Try it.
Okay, I'm.
You can't
I
kill
wanna
me.
find
I'm a bad guy.
ram. So I'd probably check the Thunder's Den first, unless I saw him walking away. Obviously.
They are
I
on
see
the
him walking
world
away.
tour, and that is where we go next.
Oh boy.
Holy shit, it's coming down out there. Man, I don't want to make you guys panic, but I just saw my lights flicker.
oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Ari,
Yes.
you know what? They've actually waited the longest. You'll come in a second.
Okay.
Ram, you've been showing the Eevee around the village. And in fact, there are many questions concerning this Eevee that you have not fully answered yet. But
Mm-hmm.
But
you've taken them.
No, go on, Silas. I thought you got disconnected.
Yeah, sorry.
Hmm.
But you've been taking them around, introducing them to a few, and right now you've run into Weaver and Archer together.
That is quite convenient because I needed Weaver anyway.
You see them kind of turn to you from whatever they were talking about. Do you... Well, they seem to have been talking about something serious as they kind of turn to you. Oh, is this the new one that you rescued?
Ram is going to look over at Eevee and introduce the pair. He's going to say, this is Weaver. She is very helpful and helps with the nursery. And this is Archer. He does things. And Ram's going to like kind of look away because he doesn't really know what Archer does. But he tried to look intelligent.
I
Do it.
wonder what Archer does.
Probably shoot things. But, you know, Ram. Probably a sentry, probably a warrior sentry, something, but, you know.
And they nod as you introduce them, and they look at the Eevee. And who are you?
Ram is gonna just
And the
kind of...
Eevee kind of just looks at them and then to you kind of awkwardly.
He doesn't talk. She doesn't talk? Eevee doesn't talk.
He does. Well,
Oh,
it's
oh
they,
dear.
them.
Are they all right?
Ram is gonna look down at the Eevee and say, this is a new environment for them, so I think that Eevee's doing really well today.
Oh dear. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Do you know anything about them? Do you know what their name is?
Ram is gonna look at Eevee and just say, and then look up awkwardly at Gentleheart, or look up at Weaver and just kind of shrug like, not really. No, they used to be tamed. Now they're not. And they're my friend. I didn't think this through.
Well, you might need to find someone that can, doesn't need to talk. I'm pretty sure that empathy might be able to help you.
Ram resists, rolling his eyes. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that too. Ram looks over at Eevee and says, empathy is an indeedy. She's very helpful.
They both kind of give you this look like, I didn't feel an entirely large amount of enthusiasm in that statement.
And then Ram is going to look back at Weaver and say, hey, I actually need a favor from you if you have a moment. I found this interesting little earring, and I've given all my other friends a gift so far, and I want to turn it into a necklace and give it to Eerie. Eerie.
Well, that's simple enough. I should be able to do that, yeah. Just hand it over and give me just a moment.
So Ram is going to hand her the weird eyeball earring that he has no idea what it does.
She's going to look at this. This is a little odd. Do you know what it does?
No, but it looks pretty. I don't know. I just gave everybody else something, and I found this, and it was in a dungeon, and I thought that maybe it was special, and I thought maybe Eerie would like it because I've given everybody else something already.
They kind of look it over and focus on it. I think there's more to this than just a strange piece of jewelry, but if anyone would know, it would probably be Kendall.
Ram thinks back to the trip it takes to go to Kendall, and just kind of frowns, looking down at Evie in a new environment and not wanting to subject him to a climb to go see a Ninetales. Is there anybody else who might
Well,
know?
fortunately, Kendall is in town right now.
Oh, that's interesting. What brought him down?
You see them both glance at each other. Just a meeting. We wanted to talk about what happened.
Ram's ears go down a little bit. Oh, cool. Uh-huh, yeah, okay. So how bad is it?
You're fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Ram
But
looks...
if you're looking for him, try the... Where are they right now? Try the den to the bottom right. Well, a little bit to the east of here. Just below your friend's forge.
Oh, okay. I can check down there. I appreciate it. And did she turn that earring into something?
As you kind of finish talking to Archer, you look back over at Weaver, and they already have a necklace done. Blink and you miss it.
Thank you so much, Weaver. Do you happen to know where Empathy is?
I don't think she'd have any reason to be outside of her room.
Ram looks down at Evie and like forces himself to smile, like, okay, let's go see Empathy. She's a nice indeedy.
The expression on Evie's face can only be described as sus.
And
When
while
the-
this has been happening, I rolled stealth and I've been eavesdropping this entire time. It's like I've been inside this house the entire time.
All right, creep. You've heard everything. That was a joke. Don't take it personally.
No, take it personally. You're a creep.
You've heard everything that you've discussed. It would seem that Ram is taking the Eevee on a tour of the village.
And I'm going to stay in the house if he's sure I'm going to continue talking.
Ram,
Mhm.
are you going to head back inside?
Ram is gonna look down at Evie and he's gonna say, well, let's go check out Empathy, and then we'll go swing by and we'll meet Kendall. You're gonna like Kendall. Kendall's very interesting. And then I need to go talk to Marcus. So since we're over there, we'll see if he's at his forge. So let's go.
Marcus, you overhear that.
I make a mental note of that.
And I'm supposed the two of you head over to the main den, the nursery.
Absolutely.
When you leave, Marcus,
Mm-hmm.
there's a pause. And then you hear them start talking to each other again. It's still such a surprise how fast they've grown. Yeah, there's definitely something up with those kids. They were strange enough the way Valor brought them in, but I guess this just confirms it.
GMOs, they're responsible.
You might not be entirely...
Well, I mean, technically,
do you think...
probably.
Do you think they might have been... you know, from one of those human places? You're gonna need to be more specific. You know what I mean? The places where they, Oh, you mean the love shacks. That's not how I would put it. No.
A breedery.
You mean where they put a bunch of Pokemon together to make one ultimate Pokemon? Yes, I know. And maybe that's what's going on. I mean, some of them knew moves that they shouldn't have known yet, or at all. That's usually a sign. So yeah, you haven't put this together yet? Well, I don't know. There's just so much. There's a lot of weird things going on around those kids. And you, when Archer says that, you see Weaver kind of do the equivalent of thumping in the forehead. Ah! What was that for? Look, whatever's going on, it isn't their fault. Just treat them like normal kids. How do you think they would feel if one of them was lounging around right now and we spend all day talking about how weird they are? They overheard us. You need to be a little bit more sensitive, okay? Hey, I mean, they're pretty strong. Yes, and that's why we're having the meeting tonight. You almost blew that, by the way. Well, they have enough to worry about. Once everyone's together, then we'll talk about it. Do you think they're ready? Well, after their stunt, I hate to admit it, but well, they've come a lot farther than the other kids have. They hatched way after they did. You know how it works out here. Archer kind of crosses their wings. The only thing that matters is ability. And they've proven that they have that. Yes, but they're still so inexperienced. What if they get in over their heads? We all get in over our heads eventually. You just have to trust them to work it out. Everybody leaves the nest sometime. You can practically hear Weaver's expression and their next words in the flattest look you could possibly imagine. They've been hatched for 6 months.
6 already? Damn.
6?
I don't remember that much downtime.
Yeah, what
Well,
the fuck?
Adults now, guys.
Well, more like 3 or 4 months.
Yeah,
You've done a lot of downtime.
But you fine.
Okay, so these guys are just stupid. Got it.
Math is hard.
Oh, I feel
You're-
there.
You're exaggerating a little bit there, but fair. Have you noticed, by the way? What? Dash has started to pick up the pace too. Well, yeah. He's gotten tangled up with them in their trouble. I guess, you know, he would always get into trouble himself, but he never had, like, a posse to roam with. Now that he does, he can get in a lot bigger trouble. Trouble causes growth. This is why you don't raise the kids. Whatever. I'm just stating the facts. Well, I've got to go prepare. I need to go see if things are cleared up with the others. Well, someone had to stay here and watch. Who's going to be sticking around? Well, Quill should still be around here somewhere, and you have Thunder and Blue around. That should be enough.
Yes, Quill. The sleeping bird.
And if things came to worst, Barricade, Whisper, you, Warmth, and hell, even Kindle could get involved. I don't know about that. He's pretty old. Beware an old man in a profession where things get eaten young. That wasn't funny. Sorry.
Wow, Silas, don't talk about yourself so harshly. Jeez.
Point is, he might be old, but he's got more experience than the rest of us all combined. Didn't you say you have somewhere to be? Yeah. And they disperse.
And I've been quiet this entire time, and once they're gone, I'm just going to head to the forge.
Stalker man. The fuck?
The fuck what?
Does he like live a lot far away? What?
He was in town. You didn't catch that part?
I didn't.
Yeah, he's around.
Ram, you and Evie, first of all, Ari, you see Marcus heading towards the forge. So you can rendezvous with him,
I'm looking for Ram.
or you could go to the main den where you know Ram to be. And at this
looking.
point, after their talk, you would have caught up.
Oh, hey, Ram.
Hi, Erie.
Evie around.
Yeah, we're going on a tour. Do you want to go with us? We're gonna go talk to Empathy.
Empathy? Sure. I assume
Yeah.
business there, anyways. Also, could we talk later, preferably without the child?
Ram looks down at Evie very concerned and says, maybe?
You see a very, very, very mild hint of irritation on the Evie's face.
I don't...
Alright, I'll get back to you on that.
Roll insight empathy, Ram.
Oh, one success.
It's older than both of us combined.
You can't quite pin
Probably.
what irritated them, but they're definitely they're definitely they're definitely keeping it a little bit contained. They're not like wearing it plainly. They're very, very subtle.
Ram...
But
But
do you proceed?
Yeah.
I guess I'll go with them.
Okay. You go into the den. and it's rather abandoned at the moment. You go through the winding corridors. Evie is looking around kind of sporadically with wide eyes. You don't think they've ever been in a den this big before, or this complex.
I mean, as they're walking,
is-
Ram's gonna just explain where they are and this is the nursery and all that good stuff. Try and make sure he like is getting a tour.
Harry's just in awe at the fatherliness of this lad. And Noah is just holding back the urge to kick this small puppy.
Come on, man.
What part of that was out of character for me?
But you get the feeling that this was definitely not what the Eevee expected when it thought about the Den of Wild Pokemons.
Yeah, that's fair.
Frankly, eventually, you come over to Eevee, to Empathy's room, or Extortionist, apparently.
I'm hoping that Ram has been explaining to Eevee, like, you know, she's an Indeedee, she can sense emotions. She might be able to pick in your brain a little bit to tell us what you're trying to say better than I can.
They have a mixed expression.
Oh, great. Great.
It's like,
Alright.
yay, oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no, they're gonna see Titania's atrocities.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Okay, well, that's a bad idea. Okay, well, we're here.
Too late.
Yep, we're here.
We're here now.
That's what I was here for as well.
Eevee could make the spark together and be like, oh shit, wait.
Ram is going to just call out to Empathy and say, Empathy, may we come in? I've got a friend here who can benefit from your help.
You see her get up from her chair and kind of walk around the central table. I've got no shortage of those. What can I do for you? She kind of looks at the Eevee and frowns a little bit. Is this the one you brought back?
Ram's gonna nod and just kind of say, this Eevee can't talk, so I don't really know its name, or... I mean, I've been doing my best to communicate with him. Or it, her, him, I don't know. Honestly, and I need your help.
All right. Well, how about you, little one? She kind of looks down at the Eevee, and the Eevee looks up at her. Would you be all right with me taking a look? They seem a little apprehensive.
How many dice? Successes.
Ah.
But Eevee's in a place they gotta trust someone, so they nod and cautiously approach. As Empathy sits down to be more eye level with them. All right, well, just close your eyes, clear your mind.
Ram is just gonna pipe in real quick and say, I don't think they had the happiest past, so just mind what you see.
Yeah, Harry's just like, and if you see some like some fucked up shit, you know,
You see an actually pretty genuine frown start to mark Empathy's face. That's all right. I'm used to it.
Oh god.
That was dark.
Like if you see someone naming a body, you know.
Glances over. Was that
No. I was tempted. I was tempted to go like, if you see someone naming a body, you know,
And you'd have Ram turn to you and do that Joestar gif that Ram that Zertan constantly uses.
30 treatments for like psychopathy here, maybe? No, okay.
You see them focus, and a slight glow starts to emanate from Empathy's horns. As Evie also sits down. And this seems to stretch on for a little bit. And Empathy frowns, deepens a little bit. Oh dear. You've been through a lot, haven't you? Empathy kind of cracks open an eye and looks over at you, Ram.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have a name. They've only ever been called Evie.
Ram nods.
Didn't even get a nickname.
Damn.
Expected Wapacha.
Yeah. I mean, I was expecting a name, but like one of those ones that's just like a number.
Can you wait a second, Silas? Because I want to hear, but I need to go to the bathroom before I pee myself.
You know what? Yeah. Everyone, take 5 for a
Do
second.
it in your pants, idiot.
That's fair.
I'll be right back.
Oh, I'm gonna take a break too.
Yeah, how many times can you reference Agent 47 in one stream? Wonder.
A million.
I'm back. Sorry.
I've been here, so yeah.
PTSD. Everyone is fucking depressed.
Guys, check Discord, please.
What? What is I mean, fate's been fucking us over pretty hard. I don't know. That seems a little like, That's just a word.
We can just call him Sorrow if you want.
Ram is
Yeah.
1000% against that.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like naming of something that's just like an already existing word is kind of lame.
I mean,
Or like, I mean, something based off another word.
Well,
Latin.
everyone, the naming,
Latin always has a lot of good names.
the naming system in this tribe has been when they're born, they get named a characteristic, and then when they do something big and whatever, they get their new name.
What does that have to do with anything?
if anything, I would just probably name him something cliche like Silence or something.
Well, yeah.
It was fate that brought him to
Be
us.
bad idea. Okay, well, it's fate that does everything. You can say
Yeah.
that about literally anything in the world.
Yeah,
It's a vague thing.
yeah. That's why fate is a decent name.
I would name him Chad Pickles.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
fuck
you know
that.
what? Just so we don't have to list desserts and give any more suggestions, yeah, it's fate, fair.
Chad Pickles!
Yes, it's 3v1. Yes, I don't need
Alright.
to kill that Eevee. Thank
I feel
fuck.
like it'd been more of a punishment if we did name Chad Pickles, because then
Don't.
we'd
I
all
don't
just have
want
to we'd all just have to listen to the name forever, and it'd all be
Oh, I
Zer's
don't have
fault.
to. I don't want to.
Chad Pickles!
I don't want my brain to turn off every time he's mentioned. Please.
Ram suddenly hates the
I
Eevee.
vouch for Chad Pickles, actually.
Chad Pickles!
No, I don't.
Yeah, I veto that.
Well, it's 2-on-2.
I hope to God that Silas
Chad Pickles.
fights with fate because
Chad Pickles!
He's not gonna. He's the one that fucking most hates the fun.
Thank fuck.
One who most likes fun. Very.
Huh?
In
Let's name
fact,
him Chad Pickles.
yes,
Mm.
Chad Pickles! In fact, it's official! We need him Chad Pickles!
We need
No.
Chad Pickles,
No.
Very.
No.
Nope.
Here we go! Here we go! Here we go!
You realize we do need Chad Pickles, right?
Mm.
Come on, I'm just gonna.
Oh, Will Killer's lame.
Ah, I didn't change the name. I just deleted the description because somebody beat me to the name. There. we go.
There we go. Chad Pickles!
No, he has a name, and it's Chad Pickles. No, his name's Chad Pickles, and this is final, guys.
Yes!
Okay, you know what? Compromise. Just Chad.
No, not even Chad.
No, but Chad.
I'll call him Eevee before calling him Chad.
Chadafin.
Chad Pickles!
All right. Well, Silas is naming Eevee, and I'm gonna have
Nathaniel.
Steve Eevee pick his own name.
Yeah.
Cause no, it's not gonna be Chad Pickles. I will hate this
Yeah.
Eevee. I will literally
Or
hate this
Chad.
Eevee.
Patterson.
No.
Yes, Chad Pickles. You
Chad Pickler.
Chad Pickles. Mm. If Evie gets a voice, Jax will say, "My name is not Fate. It is Chad Pickles."
I mean, you can say, you can say whatever the fuck you want.
Silas is back.
Okay, Silas, we've decided a name for the Evie.
We've decided it's Chad Pickles, yeah.
No.
No.
We're naming it Chad
No.
Pickles.
Yeah, thanks fuck, Silas.
Thanks,
Fuck.
Silas.
Thanks,
You're
thanks
lame,
fuck.
Silas.
Then we can't back
Fucking
down.
3 vetoes
Can't back
against
down.
two idiots.
His official name
Yeah.
may be Fate, but let's just always call it Chad Pickles, no matter what
I mean,
anyone
you guys
else
can
says.
call him however you want. I'll call him by his real name. You guys can meme on
His
him
real
all you
name
want.
is Chad Pickles.
No,
I
his
don't
real name-
understand, look.
Your real name is gonna
Chad
be Fate.
Pickles.
His real name is Chad Pickles.
This poor creature.
Yeah, I know, he's really poor. People think you'd name him something stupid like Lux instead of something awesome like Chad Pickles. That's fucking
Lux?
disappointing.
What? It's
Or, no,
Fate.
sorry, fucking Fate, sorry.
Lux was another suggestion, I think.
That suggests you kind of that makes a certain suggestion about where you might want them to go to with that name.
Yeah, no, I don't want an Espeon. I mean, it's nice to have an
Not-
Espeon, but I don't
Not an Espion.
Ah,
But the
okay.
light Pokemon, literally Luxeon, you called it.
Ah.
Oh,
But I mean,
yeah.
light is a vague thing,
mm,
just like Fate, mind
I
you.
prefer Fate. He can change his own name if he wants to.
Viridian,
Uh
you
huh.
back?
Uh huh.
Are you just listening?
Yep.
All right. Now, where we left off. I'm eating something. Sorry.
Is it a pimple?
She kind of look. No. She kind of looks to you, Ram. And continues. They were hatched by humans, along with a lot of their brothers and sisters, and given away. They weren't treated the best.
Fucking shiny hunters.
Hey, freeze. Can fuck.
The EV seems to be in a bit of a trance, like they're not fully there right now. So they're probably not listening in all that much.
Ram is going to ask, has Evie always been mute?
You see Empathy stand up. Evie's still kind of in a trance, and you see them come a little closer, and they gesture for you to come closer too.
Ram does.
And you see, with a very grim expression on their face, they lift up a bit of that fur collar around Evie's neck, and underneath, you see a very wicked scar that goes all the way across their throat.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
You're pretty sure that, like, this almost looks like something tried to just outright slit this Eevee's throat at some point. And give me logic medicine. Clever medicine. Give me clever medicine. This Eevee is extraordinarily lucky to be alive. Assuming that this cut went deep enough to damage their vocal cords to the point where that made them mute, it probably should have killed them outright at the same time. Something saved them hard, because they should have bled out with this kind of injury, like in a matter of moments.
Probably healing.
Probably
Just-
Fate.
Does Ram have any inkling in his mind if he can heal that?
This is an old scar. With 3, you're not entirely certain this is within your ability to heal. Healing wounds is one thing. Healing scar tissue, especially very old scar tissue, is another matter.
Absolutely.
Poor Chad Pickles.
And you see them drop the fur, and you see that with their fur collar basically completely conceals the scar. That's why you hadn't noticed it before.
Ram is gonna start crying. And just kind of look at Empathy and say, does he know what he wants to be called?
Capicles.
No.
Chad Pickles.
She shakes her head.
Chad Pick.
He's never really had the opportunity to have a name. If his parents gave him one, they were taken away before he was hatched. So he's only ever been called Eevee. He got that from a Gabite in a cage
Ooh.
match.
Oh!
Whoa!
He
Good job.
got its jaws around their throat.
Ram is just gonna like hug the Eevee and say thank you.
They're still very spaced out, but you sense them lean into you a little bit. Empathy seems very disturbed, but also very professional. This child is, well, been forced to grow up far too fast. They're only a little bit older than you, but it'd be hard to tell. They've been, well, they kind of look you straight in the eye, Ram.
Mm-hmm.
They've been starved for affection their entire lives, but have been too terrified to try to find it.
Ram is going to just look up at Empathy and say, "That's not going to be a problem anymore."
You see a look of determination flash across her face. By Arceus better damn well be. What happened to... She pauses for a moment and blinks a couple of times and refocuses on the Eevee. Their trainer.
He's not a
Eric kind of like, they're okay. They're okay.
You see her go a little bit pale, but also like a very dark look comes over their face. They got what they deserved.
Ram is real concerned by that.
Yeah, agreed.
Look, there's a strength in this one, but also a desperation, a loneliness. I hope you might be able to do something about that.
You'll certainly try, won't you?
Ram looks over at Aerie and says, "We will."
Oh, we? Okay. All right, I'm fine with that.
This is a new beginning for this Eevee. And... For now, if I might be so bold, we call you Hope.
Yeah, that's a way better name.
I still want to try pickles.
No, fuck you. Hope's actually good.
Is Hope out of the trance now?
They blink, and you see their eyes are a little bit watery as they kind of shake it off. And you hear Empathy's voice in your head. I didn't want them to relive the things we talk about, so I kept them in a bit of a trance.
Ram just nods and looks down at Eevee and says, "How about we call you Hope?"
They blink once or twice, a little disoriented, but they mull it over and nod their head.
Ram is going to genuinely look up at Empathy and just say thank you.
Don't mention it. You see that Empathy looks like, for all that you said and talked about, you have a feeling that she saw a lot more. And you can just see it, that this has physically and emotionally exhausted her.
Ram is going to awkwardly hug her and then say, "We've got places to go, so thanks again, Empathy."
Have fun.
Come on, Hope.
Harry's just kind of been standing there awkwardly the whole time, but as those two are walking out, Harry just go like, "Oh, by the way, I'm gonna assume that say if someone were to maim a body that's not normal, right?
You mean Titania?
Does Ram hear any of this?
No.
Thank you, God. Okay.
No, I'm talking about a different psychopath. Yes, Titania.
It is very alarming. But no shit, right? Have you talked to them about it? You know, right? You were
yeah,
there.
after... Yes. Wait, how would she know? Alright. Did she just read my mind on the fly? Great.
Mind reading.
Yeah, that would... You know, that would...
Well, first of all, you brought it up and described exactly what happened. Hey, is it normal for someone to get maimed within an inch of their life? And it was like, oh, so you know them.
You know, that's true. Yeah, she, I talked to her at the scene. She said it was like, it wasn't her? I don't know. I'm worried, for sure.
She rubs the side of her head. You can definitely tell she's gonna be, this is a long day for her already. I think I might have bitten off more than I can chew with you kids.
Alright, I'll let you mull that over.
I don't really have much experience with something like this. Sure, people have problems, but this one seems a little messy.
Alright. It was more than a little messy. There was blood everywhere. Anyway.
Yes, I know. Have you told anyone else?
No.
When I said that he got what he deserved, Ram didn't look like he knew what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Has the Eevee, has Hope and Titania interacted since that happened?
Titania apologized.
And
I don't know.
It went all right?
I mean, they didn't beat each other up, so...
Okay, that's a start. This clearly doesn't have a quick fix. We're just going to have to keep our eye on her.
Walk around and hope everything sorts itself out. I've been doing that all my life, don't worry.
Problems like this can't be fixed by somebody else. You you have to work through these things on your own. You can have people help you, but that only works if they want to let you help them. We're just going to have to be patient.
Well,
unless you have a suggestion.
No. I don't.
You can't just give them a basket full of berries, a hug, and everything's better.
Well, why do you think I came to you? God. You know, for being an empath, you're insensitive to hell.
Well, some people I don't need to be sensitive with.
The area's done. She just mutters the dickhead and walks out the door.
It takes one to know. You can definitely tell that she was probably getting a little snippy because of, well,
Logical fatigue.
Yeah. She still said something that made very, very upset.
Ram's outside whistling, by the way.
I mean, have you talked to a real life psychologist? Man, they have some silver tongues when they wanna. Anyway,
I mean, the ones I've talked to are fine. What is it? Is it like normal for a psychologist to bad man? See, goodness.
no, it's not. But if you want them to, they'll tell you exactly what the fuck is wrong with you, and it kind of stinks.
Oh. Oh yeah, that would do it.
Does Ram see Aerie come out?
They're a little bit behind you, yes. And they talked for a little while, so inside alert. You do not. Because of the distance and everything in between involved.
That's fair.
Meanwhile, let's. So, we'll do Titania and Whistle very quick. And then Marcus and Kendall will have something to say, with Ram and Hope coming into the scene a little bit after the conversation starts. Titania,
Mm-hmm.
you find Whistle tending to the berries.
Mm-hmm. I greet her. I say, "Hi, Whistle. Do you have a second?
Sure. What do you need?
Could you teach me the difference between a normal tree and hardwood tree?"
Okay, what for?
Oh, I've been told that I need the hardwood to build the stage in the middle, like next to the well. Like, you know where there is a few ruins next to near the well? Yeah, there. Boo.
Well, sure. Actually, I think I have something just right. Come on.
Mm.
I'll show you some logs that have fallen that should work. Don't need to cut down any trees unless we have to.
Oh, great.
On, this is your opportunity to smoke the weed.
And she leads you off into the forest. And after walking for a little while, she leads you to a fairly large log. This is a big ass tree.
Mm-hmm. Oh, great. This thing seems big enough for the stage.
Well, maybe most of it.
Mm-hmm.
This is what you're looking for, but do you need to get it back to the village?
Yup. I mean, I thought that I could ask the Kekleon's help, since they seem to be employed as jobbers.
Ah, them. Well, it would still be easier if it was cut up a little bit.
Hmm. I mean, can you help me? I'm kind of not very well cut versed, and I and I flex my claws. my dog claws.
Cute etiquette.
Let's see. Oh boy, so only cute, but I still 5 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because etiquette omega low. Not alluring everything. 3. 3 successes.
She thinks about it for a moment before sighs. Fine, whatever.
Thanks. Don't worry.
And you
about
see
it.
her walk up to the tree, and
Go on. Finish. I don't want to interrupt you again.
with a few precise leaf blades and a little bit of time, this thing has been chopped up a bit.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much, Whistle. If you need my help any day, that I am around, I'll be happy to help back.
You're offering to work?
Mm-hmm.
Be careful what you wish for. She walks back towards the
You're
village.
helping me. Yeah. You're helping me.
If you're offering, I'll put you to work.
I need to get this stuff back. Do the I follow her back and I'm like, do the Kekleons need supervision?
They always have supervision wherever they are.
Okay.
Right now, I believe Riptide is keeping an eye on them.
No, I'll go look for them then. Do you know where they are?
No.
Okay. I mean, they are in the village, right, though?
I believe they should be nearby.
Okay. Well, I'll take a walk, try to shake off this gloomy look of mine, and if I see them, I'll ask them to come here and bring the wood back.
Are you all right?
Oh, I just bad sleep after yesterday excitement, you know.
If you say so. Who's that Eevee I've seen going around?
Oh, he's
Here's baby, and you'll respect him.
he's with Ram. He's a new friend of ours. Hopefully a new team member.
Team member.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look at you making friends.
I mean, I wouldn't know if he's my friend yet, but Shirazel is Ram's friend.
Well, I gotta get back to work.
Yeah. Sorry for keeping you. I go take a stroll since I haven't been told where to go. I just take a stroll, taking in the scenery and trying to chill while I look for the people in question, Riptide and the 2 jobbers.
Marcus,
You got me.
when you go to your forge, there's someone there looking at it. You see Kindle sitting down, eyeing your forge with curiosity.
As I approach, I just say, "You don't seem to be the guy who wants steel, now, do you?"
You see him glance over at you. No, not necessarily. It's an interesting thing you've built here.
Yeah, I only used the grand total once, and results in my hip.
They kind of look around a little bit. And tell me, has that helped?
Well, a little bit.
Good. I'm not in the way, am I?
No, not at all.
Well, He kind of looks back at the house too. Have you been living there as well?
Yeah, I have.
Not in the den with all the others?
I just wanted a bit more privacy.
You don't get lonely?
Not really.
Correction. He's used to being normal.
Well, if it helps, then to each his own. I'm waiting for Viridian to come back.
What brings you
Yep.
here?
I mean, he can hear us right now.
Back.
Oh, there he
Right.
is.
There he is.
Oh, I
Hi,
can hear.
Kindle. Kindle turns to you, Marcus. Oh, I'm just in town to discuss some things.
Punishment for the child.
A peace treaty.
I suppose.
I
Yeah.
haven't
Continue.
I haven't been to town in a while. It's good to stretch these old bones.
I can perhaps infer it's because of what happened yesterday.
It's been a long time since we've had poachers in our woods. Or that kind of human presence at all. We've always had Clint around. Well, not always. I suppose with me that takes new meaning, huh?
Oh, no,
He's
Clint
been
is
around
actually-
He's
That
been
was-
around
yep.
a few.
Sorry.
He's been around a few decades. He's a normal sight for the Pokemon around here and in this neck of the woods. And we've had occasional trainers come through, like that rambunctious girl that I hear so much about. But nothing quite like what you ran into. You know, the forest is abuzz with talk about you.
I'm aware.
I hope you can handle the publicity. Mr.
No.
likes his privacy.
I have a question, if you don't mind.
Ask away. It's one of the only things I'm good for nowadays.
How much do you know of Clint? Have you ever seen anyone else other than that lady?
I've seen plenty. They come and go. As for Clint, I've seen him some. I've even met him. He seems to be a rather down-to-earth and rugged individual. Though he carries himself not much more like a trainer than a ranger. I've spoken with one of his Pokemon before. Sounds like he and his team used to be pros before they retired to this profession. He's actually older than he looks.
And all that?
He and his team are certainly nothing to be trifled with. They've handled a lot of problems that have cropped up in our forests. We've had a few humans come in and cause trouble. We've even had a few poachers before, but on their own, or just two of them, nothing like what you ran into. He's quick to solve those problems if we don't solve them ourselves. He kind of grins at you, and you see a kind of wicked gleam in his eye a bit. There have been more than a few humans that have come into these woods that never left.
Why am I not surprised?
Based.
Why am I...
He chuckles a bit. It's the way it is out here. You need to handle your own, and you need to pick fights. You need to be careful not to pick fights you can't win.
Hmm.
If you don't respect nature or the Pokemon that live in it, you'll pay for it one day.
Phil looked down a little thoughtful as if trying to think of something, but I'm not sure if I So it's like on the tip of my tongue, but I'm not sure if I can say it.
Murder.
I wasn't spooking you too much there, was I?
No, it's just
I
I'm just
assure
won-
you that's all the good humans leave the forest.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if maybe I remember one of those people, if he knows Clint. I'm not sure who. It's just
What are you so interested in Clint about? I can give you more details if you can actually ask them for them.
I'm just wondering if
I can't exactly give you his autobiography.
he knew someone that I knew.
I mean, it's possible. You never know what connections someone might have.
And yet I can't exactly decide. I don't know who it is. It's just aside from maybe it was a he, and even then that's not.
You're dying to ask, but you're worried about the consequences.
And I'm not even sure who it is.
Well, if you work at it for a little while longer, hopefully it'll come back to you. Ram, you and Hope come into the scene. You see Kindle and Marcus talking.
Oh, Ram is going to approach and make his presence known by yelling for Kendall and waving to Marcus.
The Eevee kind of Hope sticks close to you.
Big fluffy guy, Gary.
Hey, Kendall. I'm surprised to see you down from your den. I got a
Well-
question for you.
As I told Marcus, sometimes it's good for me to come into town every once in a while. What is your question, young one?
Ram is gonna show him the necklace that Weaver made for him, and is going to say, I think this does something, and Weaver said you might know what.
You see his eyes actually glow a little bit. And the charm lifts out of your hand and floats over to him as he examines it. That was psychic.
Mm-hmm.
He looks it over.
Awesome.
I see. It's been a while since I've seen this. I've only seen it once before. It was a long time ago. Usually it's an earring. Well, the one time I saw it, it was an earring. It's has strange properties that make one's senses more keen when it's worn.
Ram kind of looks at him and says, do you think it'll still work as a necklace?
He kind of frowns a bit. It should, but I'm not certain.
Ram kind of shrugs.
Handy trinkets to make sure you don't get snuck up on.
I was thinking of giving it as a gift, and the person doesn't really have any ears, so that's the best I could do.
Okay, birds do have ears, but never mind.
Now, just because you don't see them doesn't mean they don't have them.
Exactly, they're very small.
I don't really have external earlobes.
Yeah, they're.
Ah, that would be the problem. I see what you mean now.
Yeah. So I'm hoping it'll
Well,
work.
this should work. It levitates back to you.
Thank you, Kendall. I guess I'll give this to Erie then this here soon.
And who is this?
Ram smiles very widely and motions down to the Eevee and says, "This is Hope. It's my new friend. Our new friend."
So we
He tilts his head a little bit at them. One of the Pokemon you rescued, I presume.
I think that he may have done some rescuing for himself. He was certainly a big help in the rescue attempt.
Very bold thing you did. You five. But what is bravery without a dash of recklessness?
Ram looks uncomfortable and looks at the ground.
Oh, don't worry, child. I don't mean to criticize you. I think you made the right decision. From what I've been able to overhear, and I have many ears in these woods, if you had come here and tried to alert the rest of the village, that ship might have left by the time you arrived.
Ram nods, like very, very darkly, very slow. I'm glad we went too.
Sometimes you have to play with the cards you're given. He winks at you. The Eevee looks confused at that statement. Cards? What? Huh? What does that mean?
On. What
Ram.
Pokemon cards are?
Ram just kind of nods. Yeah, I can see that. It's definitely a different world than I first thought this was. And glances over at Marcus, kind of slowly, avoiding eye contact.
I've been kind of just sitting here quiet, and rather guarded.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to ask? Maybe this one has a question.
And if he does,
The shy type, huh?
He
Don't worry, I don't bite.
Kendall, he doesn't really, he can't speak.
Oh dear.
Is
Why not?
you know, I don't think that's my information to share. Maybe one day he'll want to let people know, but for now I'm gonna leave his.
Eevee uses minimize.
Yeah, figured that would be a thing. I'm just gonna kind of look down at him and say, I think that he had a very hard past with a poacher as his trainer.
Kendall looks very grim for a moment. Sorry for opening old wounds.
They're like day-old wounds.
Ram, Marcus,
Uh-huh.
inside empathy.
Malcolm. Oh,
He's going to fail.
I'm not gonna bother.
One.
One.
That's one more than zero.
Mm,
still one.
It's very, very subtle. Very subtle. But you both kind of get the strangest feeling that this kind old man might be pretty dangerous.
Oh,
Absolutely.
guessed? I could beat him up.
Ram is slightly terrified of this already.
I would take this old man in a fight easily.
He's made
I
of paper,
love
but
beating
got
up
him.
old people.
And then wake up as a blade of grass.
Treat him as you would the towel. He's made
The
of paper,
towel?
and the towel.
A
T-A-U.
towel?
I know what you're talking about.
Reference lost. Oh well. He's made of paper, but gotta help you if he hits you. Let's see.
Still don't know how this relates to a
Well.
towel.
I think you're just fucking with me at this point. Okay.
You'd think right. I mean, no, I would never.
Well. If that will be all, I'll be on my way. And Ari, that's the moment you walk into the scene. You get your chance.
I don't take it. I'm just kind of there.
Ari arrives on the scene. When did you get here?
Just now.
As Kindle starts to head off to the north.
No, can I be in his way when he goes north?
Oh my
You
god.
do see each other.
Oh, you're here, Kindle?
I am.
I have something that maybe you can tell me something about.
Questions.
Oh,
What-
I'm sorry if you don't have time now. It's
No,
fine.
no, it's my job. It's good that you always ask questions.
Okay.
What is it you need?
I pull out the strange crystal and show it to him.
Oh dear.
I still don't know what the fuck it is. And he's the one more likely to tell me something
And then
about
he kills you on the spot.
it. Yes.
Oh god.
Yes.
Music
Make me
immediately
reroll.
stopped and scared me. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Poopy music.
You see his eyes snap very, very wide open, and you see his posture go a little more rigid, and you see his whiten his stance very slightly. Where did you get that?
One of those bad guys. I think that the head bad guy had it in his room.
Does he know you took it?
Nah, he ran before I got it.
Does anyone else know you have it?
I mean, my team. Maybe.
He's asking who he needs to kill.
I mean, the answer is the same. My team, maybe.
And this is how Titania gets us all killed. Seeing Kindle's reaction, imagine if you went to the other fucking cult with this.
We're gonna
And you're like, yep,
die.
this is a good idea.
Don't worry about it. I'll go there one of these days.
You are insane.
Look, it's probably for the best. You give me that crystal and forget you ever had it.
I want to know what it is before. I'm not the kind to give stuff away without knowing what it is.
Oh god.
You guys have all min-maxed so hard that you're screwed in every social situation that isn't very specifically tuned to you.
We're not supposed to split the party.
So, cool etiquette, Titania.
Well, that's 0. 1. Yeah, pretty
I
much.
think this is one situation where your curiosity will not serve you well.
Mm-hmm. And I start a fight with Kindle in the middle of the village.
Oh my god. Kindle's gonna get beat up in front of everybody.
No, I am gonna get beat up.
No, but once they see Kindle attacking you, they're gonna jump him. They're like, oh, he's beating up that child. Get him.
Yeah, no, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not giving it to you if you don't tell me what it is. Simple.
You see him frown very deeply at that. I don't like to throw my authority around much, but I'm going to need you to give me that.
Oh shit.
And I just flash Kindle a smile and I say, if you tell me what it is.
Can anyone see this and or interject?
Oh god. Don't drag Papa Thunder into this.
Like, is anyone there to stop this old man from bullying the small child?
I'm going. Do I hear this? Do I?
He just flicks me and I die. Ah, by the way, did we get the maximum HP when we went to sleep or no?
Yeah, you recovered. Why are you asking?
Oh god.
No, don't worry. Because I was at 1 HP.
What about Will?
Not enough for Will, no.
Or
Marcus, inside alert.
you got
And also you, Ram, inside alert.
Fuck.
I mean, that's successes.
Marcus,
you got me.
you you look around a moment, thinking about what Kendall said, and interacting with the others. But before you could really start any meaningful conversation, other than "Hello, how you doing? How's the weather?" you kind of glance over and you see Kendall has stopped on their way over to Gentle Hearts, and they're talking with Titania, which isn't all that big of a deal as you start to look away. Fair enough. But then you pause and look back. That Kindle doesn't look anywhere near like you've seen them before. Kindle looks like they're stanced up. They're
He's
tense.
raising his echoes. Raising his echoes.
He's getting ready to beat up a child.
They if they would have attacked, they would have. But this is the kind of posture you see someone expecting to be in a fight. They're someone that's on edge, alert. Something. This is like seeing someone walk into your like. How do I put this?
Walking into your room when you're jacking off?
No.
What?
This is like someone walking into your business who you're not exactly on bad terms with, but you also know that they recently dealt with the mafia or something like that. The Kindle looks like they just got told that they're being blackmailed.
Oh, I'll show him blackmail if I get the opportunity.
I'm going to approach.
Long story short, Marcus, something's up.
I'm going to approach and say,
What did Ram notice?
Ram,
"What's
you don't see and you don't hear, but you feel. You are psychic type.
Ooh.
And off in the direction that Kindle went, you suddenly get a foreboding feeling. A shift in the atmosphere. One that makes your skin crawl a little bit.
Ram is obviously going to
Something
see Marcus
has,
move and go after him.
Something has tickled your spidey sense in a way you don't enjoy.
Oh, great. Tickle.
Okay,
yeah.
does Aerie notice the two approaching Kindle?
Yeah, as does the Eevee.
Okay. Yeah. I'll go join the blackmailing too.
The blackmailing.
I mean, that's all you gotta do, right? You just gotta say, "Hey, you want more people to know about the stone?"
Marcus?
I sure don't care.
Yeah.
Marcus, you and Ram are at the head of the pack as you kind of interject here, and you see both Titania and Kindle having a stare down.
Yeah. And I have a wicked smile on my face too.
Neither side is willing to go to violence, but neither side is willing to back down, and now they're at an impasse.
I speak up and say, "Oi, oi, oi, oi! What's going on here?"
Oh, nothing. He wants me to give up the stone that we found in the bad guys building, without
Yeah,
even
yell that-
telling me what it is.
Yell that louder.
Ram,
I'm not yelling. I am not yelling it, and also doesn't really matter.
The strange stone that we found.
There are a
Everyone
million
come
strange
look.
There is a million strange stones in the Pokemon world.
I'm so
Okay.
worried that this stone is like a spawn of Satan or something.
I'm going to speak
It's
up
the Philosopher's
and say,
Stone.
do we? Well, what the hell is that stone, anyways?
Yeah, I know, right, Marcus? I say in my cheerleader voice.
You see Kindle's frown deepen.
Look, it's obvious you want the stone, right? I asked Kendall.
If I am to be frank, it's less so that I want the stone and I want you to not have the stone.
Well, I'm going to attempt to reason with them. I'm going to say, well, if we encounter something like it again, I think it's good to know that what it is.
That's highly unlikely. Roll me cool etiquette.
I was trying to be clever, though.
Well, you're trying to reason. Yes. Yes. That will work. Clever etiquette.
Fuck me.
A, you dumped everything into cute.
Mm. I was
Hmm?
grabbing my bottle and it almost slipped my hand. That's why I need.
Let's
You
see.
tried putting glue
1,
on your
2,
hand.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I am not a reason with the person kind of gal.
Ram is circling around and putting himself between Kindle and Titania.
He doesn't budge at all, but he definitely takes notice of that.
I want to kick Kendall.
Marcus. He shakes his head. Not this time, kid. It's too dangerous.
Well, shit. I look at Titania. Honestly, I just think we just should give him stone anyways. No need to call it
Can I try blackmail? Oh wait, sorry,
Do
you
you-
weren't done. Sorry.
Do you have blackmail?
The stone itself?
Ooh, you are playing a dangerous game.
I'm well aware. Sorry, but Mark, Zerzan wasn't finished. That's what he was saying.
I'm just going
Fun.
to tell Titania, just get up the stone. No need to cause a thing.
No. I want to at least know what it is before giving it up.
And I don't think he's willing to tell us what it is.
Yeah.
Well, then we just
Oh.
have to make him willing.
No. I look at that and I'm like, no, I'm just gonna find someone else.
Are you sure this is a battle you want to pick?
Yes, if not, I wouldn't be picking it.
If anyone doesn't do anything, I'm just gonna go up the stone and just give him over to him. It's on the ground.
Get area interject.
But by this time, I put it back in my bag.
It is already back in your bag.
Mhm.
If you were paying attention to the board.
Ram just says everybody needs to calm down.
Yeah, we need to calm down before more people find out about the stone, guys.
Thick potato engages.
Marcus is immediately KO'd. Kindle size. So long as you have that stone in your possession, you are in grave danger.
Okay, well, you're gonna need to give us a little more than that.
Yeah.
We're not in. Can't like just take that your word, buddy.
You
Not
will
like
be-
we are in danger always, anyways. I say.
You will be
That seems like
hunted. You will be hunted by things that do not feel pain or fear.
Just
Okay,
Things-
good. We're getting there.
give him the stone already, so Just no need to cause a scene. No, he's probably
Hey, no, that's our leverage. Stop. Shut up,
Ram,
Marcus.
Ram
I'm
looks.
like, yeah, we are getting close. What are they, robots?
Yeah. What, we'll be hunted down by.
Okay,
We need to know a little more. We need to.
I'm going to say what? Are we going to extort an old man?
Well, when you put it like that, it sounds bad.
I just shake my head at Marcus, and I'm like, I don't care what you think, Marcus.
We're figuring out.
I
We
just
need
want
more.
to know. Like,
The problem is, he's not.
Kindle,
willing to
do
share
you
it.
really want to do
He's
this?
willing
thing
to
right?
share it. We just need to pry it out of him.
No, I don't think.
Yes,
Ugh,
that is exactly what we need to do.
you two are dense.
I I look
You're
at Kindle and ask him, do you really want to do it like this, piece by piece, until you tell us everything, or we can just find a private place and you can tell us?
Or maybe we could go ask someone else about the stone.
Knowing a Pikachu's communication and biology, Ram's gonna use charge.
What are you doing?
Pikachu communicate with their species with electricity.
Okay, but what if he sees us as an act of violence?
It's calling for Dad.
Roll charge. Daddy,
He's gonna
pick
be
me
like-
up. I'm scared.
So I was about to thunderbolt me. Let me just kill it. This is a fuck fest, and I love it.
You charge.
Hey, if Valor was here before, I would have asked him, but sadly he's not, so Kindle it is.
Marcus just takes a step back, just not wanting to get involved.
Mm-hmm.
Ram is still standing between Titania and Kendall as best he can.
If we're gonna get hunted down by evil spawns of Garatina, you might want to tell us.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to prevent. If you
Hey, then
kids
tell
would
us more.
listen.
You seemed
really
pretty
bad at
aggressive
listening.
there.
Also, Titania looks at Kindle and says, also, if this thing is gonna make us hunted and I give it to you, that means you are getting hunted, and that's not happening.
I'm
What are you gonna do with it? Die?
going to give it to a
Take the-
friend, and that friend will go throw it in the ocean.
That's not enough
Just-
information for us to trust
Awesome.
you.
Some poor fish is gonna get hunted. Cruel man.
See,
Okay,
he gives you a look, Ari, like he's not a fan of your sarcasm right now.
Mhm.
Yeah, look, the stone is gonna cause, get hunted or
Look,
what
Kindle,
is it?
I
Why
am
would that cause it? Why would it be hunting? Why? Because this could be a danger. Like, why would they want it? There's so many questions that have been unanswered here.
Hey, is there a problem?
Yes,
You see,
Adrian.
you see Kendall grit his teeth and glance over at Thunder. No, we're fine.
Yeah, you just well done.
Ram definitely stays in between the two.
Fine. Follow me. We're going to talk about this privately.
Fine.
See, look at that. Look at that. See, you guys
Pressure.
saying not willing to tell us. God.
Yeah, just start causing a scene. And it's gonna.
Yeah. Just start being
Yeah,
a sarcastic
Marcus-
asshole and you get everything you want.
Marcus is like, you don't want to cause a scene.
Wait,
while in Titania's
Sprout
mind
is
a-
right here.
it's
But
like,
you see Thunder kind of walk up. Is everything all right? And Kendall just levels him with this completely flat look, and says, "Go home, Thunder." Okay.
Oh,
And you see a bead of sweat go down the side of Thunder's face.
Ram looks at Thunder with this look like, but, no. Back up.
God. Thunder's looking at you like a little panicked, like, what the fuck is going on?
What the kids do again?
Did the bird flip him the bird?
Oh my
No,
god.
I wouldn't.
Ram is gonna look down at Hope and say, please go with Thunder right now. I don't know what's going on.
Hope is looking a little spooked themselves.
We're gonna get some information.
Ram,
And Kindle leads you inside. Gentle's like, oh, it's been a while, Kindle. How are you? Not now.
Not now, yeah?
oh god.
Okay. Damn. She is like, well, what the hell's wrong with... She sees all of you following Kindle.
Official business.
We're going to the private room. Don't disturb us. Oh, okay. And keep your ears closed this time. Excuse me? What the fuck? Not... Later. Later, okay? You're lucky you're old.
It's my fucking water.
How is this working? No, I mean I know how it works. It's called blackmail. It's a wonderful thing.
My name is Kindle. I have two options. I can either beat the kids and steal their item, or... Oh, that's my only option? Fuck.
Yeah, wait. Maybe he's taking us in private for a different reason. Uh-oh. He's gonna kill
Die,
us all.
guys.
No.
It's time to die.
You all walk into the private room that you talked to with Valor at one point before. And once you walk in, Kindle slams the door behind you and walks in front of you. You're not going to give me the crystal.
I am. If you
Willing
just
to give you the
tell-
crystal?
Yeah, I am gonna give it to you if you tell us the truth about it. Full truth, not just a bit of it.
Fine. So be it. You kids are a real headache, you know that.
Well, you could have just said it from the start.
Kindle
And I-
knows who we are, right?
Yeah, which is why he can talk to you like this, because he knows you're not kids.
Well, he knows we aren't kids. God.
You didn't have to yell at Thunder.
He didn't yell at them. It called him off.
You just talk to him sternly.
Ren,
Look, your surrogate father, whatever he is to you, is a big marshmallow. He's got a bleeding heart. And if we get him involved with this, all he's going to do is worry about you.
Marshmallows are tasty.
Rem frowns.
Just let's get to the point. What the hell is this stone?
This stone is the result of the portals that have opened. It's not from this world.
So you're saying we're holding an alien rock that
You're
attracts
hold-
evil things?
You're holding an alien rock that attracts very bad things.
That's why I said an alien rock that attracts evil things.
The rock is charged with a very special energy. Everyone reacts to it differently. Some have no reaction at all. Some get sick. Some die.
Why?
Uh-oh.
Why don't we destroy it though?
Titania.
Because the rock contains an enormous amount of energy. Far more than any evolution stone than you've ever encountered. Destroying the stone would be catastrophic.
And I make like a white explosion to like put my hands to just illustrate it, Kind of like this.
A small one, but yeah.
Oh.
And in some
Oh.
cases, there's a very unique reaction to the stone. It causes a very strange, random, and dangerous form of evolution. Create a kind of Pokemon known as Alter Pokemon. Or at least that they've been called.
Oh.
Alter Pokemon tend to be one of a kind. And they're even more mutant than the rest of us.
That.
Ram steps
Not
away from the
reassuring.
rock.
I mean, it's in my backpack, so you step away from me.
Yes.
Is there any reason why I was feeling drawn to it? Like, my other teammates didn't seem like it, but I felt...
He narrows his eyes immediately. You felt drawn to the stone?
Kind of?
How long have you had it?
Since yesterday afternoon?
So,
Gem, question mark?
you've had it since a little past midday yesterday.
Yeah, okay.
And it's about midday today.
Mm-hmm.
So almost 24 hours?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Fuck!
Okay. I'm in the dark here. What exactly does it attract?
Something. They're not exactly Pokemon. Or at least not as we know them. You are familiar with the mystery dungeons, correct?
We've been once, twice, so yeah.
Yeah.
You're familiar with the Pokemon inside. The ones with glowing red eyes.
Yes.
The ones that don't have minds of their own. Pharaoh.
I've also overheard this one weird one that talked to Ram, and she claimed to come from a portal or something, or
He kind of raises an eyebrow and looks at Ram. Who is he talking about?
Ram shrugs. You finish your story first, and I'll tell you mine.
Oh.
But there are cases where exposure from the energy that makes these crystals, and that these crystals are concentrated sources of, can make a mystery dungeon go a little haywire. The Pokemon within change. They become much more powerful and a little twisted in nature. And worst of all, they become reliant on feeding on that energy.
holy shit! I say, yes.
Oh,
That-
And
God,
worst,
experience.
and worst of all, these warped things that masquerade as Pokemon with no minds, that only know violence and hunger, gain the ability to leave a mystery dungeon.
But
This is the evil arc, guys. Let's
Don't you need to bring
read
the
about it
stone?
and slave them.
do you need to bring the stone near it before, or it's just something that happens?
A stone can trigger it,
Hmm.
but also it happens in very rare cases naturally when a mystery dungeon is exposed to too much wormhole power.
Then a light bulb comes in, like 10 seconds, and she said, "What? Why were you being like, oh fuck, I have this stone for a day, and I was drawn to it?"
I've heard that description before. I know at least one other friend of mine from a long time ago. They're no longer with us. It was when I was still a very young and, frankly, quite arrogant Ninetales. But that was what they described finding a very similar stone felt like to me.
Hmm.
And they were an altar.
Oh. Does that mean I'm gonna turn into one too?
It's possible. But listen, kid, I know how maybe getting a very special evolution of your own might sound cool and attractive, but I have known some alters that gradually over time lost their minds for no reason.
Outside of character, I'm already ahead.
Yay.
Yeah.
Some of them were fine. Dangerous thing about this is the randomness, the unknown of it all. Are you an alter, or does it kill you? Do you go mad, or do you stay sane? We don't know, and we won't know until it starts to happen. And at that point, it's too late to do something about it.
Titania looks a bit scared and says, "Okay, fine. You convinced me. Have your rock."
I just realized something. I think, character.
What?
Well,
The person we found it with was a part of that was poachers. He was a man who wore a mask. You wouldn't have to know about a man in a weird mask. Like,
Oh yes, that certainly narrows it down.
he wore white,
Like a tight suit on.
and I kind of describe his description and his party as well.
He kind of frowns. Team Atlas?
Who are they?
I've never heard of them. They must be
Yeah,
new.
We knew.
Or they went by an old name. They've changed it. I don't recognize the symbol you described either, or this individual. But if he had this stone, it does not bode well.
Just take it, because I think it's a good thing we took it, because with what you told me, he would have done something absolutely horrible with that thing.
Probably.
Yeah.
Let me
They could throw it in the ocean
clarify. Let me clarify something for you. The strange power of this crystal forces an evolution that's not normal, and that can go a little screwy, no matter what you are.
I want to use it.
Ram is real concerned about this Ninetails grabbing the stone.
Just, do we have a name for it?
Oh my god, yeah, that's the most of our concerns right now. Yeah, but you have a funny name for it.
One moment.
Ram momentarily thinks back to the unstable genetic makeup of an Eevee.
Give it to him.
Yes, let's shove it in him.
No.
I mean,
Don't.
its evolutions are so flexible. Like it could probably take, if all things.
Or
Eevee could
because
probably
it's so
take it, but let's
mutable.
probably not.
Or because they're so mutable, Eevee dies.
Yeah, let's
But
not do that. I just thought about how unstable that is and how that needs to get the F out.
It's probably a 50-50 chance. I mean, I'm willing to flip a coin on this thing.
I think
just
that
got it. I'm not
thinking
that
that-
attached to it.
Thinking about what she did, she's like, no, I don't want this stone anymore.
What do we call this thing, though?
It's a rock.
Where the fuck is this? I know I had the save. Ah yes, Derp. That's a pretty basic name. Kind of embarrassed I forgot it. Given the nature of it and what it does, we simply call them twisted crystals.
Why did you say plural?
this is not the only one. There have been a few. In cases where the mystery dungeon goes haywire on its own because of factors none of us are really aware of. In fact, in the days before the invasion, it was one of the things the humans were trying to figure out. But every once in a while, not only will a dungeon go haywire, but it will also concentrate and create one of these crystals. A dungeon that has gone haywire will eventually return to normal. For that, we are extremely lucky. If they didn't, then the twisted, as we called the Pokemon that come out of those dungeons, would be a much grander issue. I thought this was over and done with. You suddenly see he looks very exhausted. They were more common in the past, and we thought we had dealt with it all. As far as I know, and I have some connections to some old friends across the continents, one of these hasn't shown up in 50, 60 years.
Ooh.
Oh, your guys' bright idea was to throw them in the ocean.
That was a joke. That's too dangerous. We might end up throwing it into a mouth of a waylord and then have a horrifying, catastrophic problem happen.
Okay, that's what. Yeah, okay. Ram shuts up
Oh,
now.
that wasn't even sarcastic.
Just
We would lock them away somewhere secret. Not even I know where it is. The only one who knows where it is Hoopa.
Oh. I mean, I don't know what Umpia is, but whatever.
Out of character, that's terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
someone roll clever lore.
Roll clever lore.
It just shoves them into his magical bag.
Ah,
Oh man,
Okay, that
I'm
messed
sure
up.
this won't be a problem in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Give them to the legendary mythical Pokemon that if it goes insane, we all die immediately. Great. What could go wrong?
Hoopa. You don't recognize that one. Roll a one, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It happens.
Are you
Yeah,
gonna
it's a
be
sucker.
fine with this crystal though?
You know what?
Though?
You know what? Fuck it. Zerzan.
yeah.
Very likely that combat will not occur this session. The belt is on the board. Do you want to know who Hoopa is? How bad?
How pretty bad.
Bad enough to use your charge of your belt?
I don't think this will solve anything, but go ahead.
Alto Fortune activate.
It is my job to tempt like the devil.
Not like the devil, you just are. Stop.
You, with 5 successes, allows you to reroll failures. You rolled 1 too many, but I'll let it slide.
That was
You do recognize that. Hoopa. You know it to be one of the lesser mythical Pokemon. Well, one of the mythical Pokemon. Hoopa
Illusory.
it is a legendary Pokemon. One of a kind. And it has basically dominion over space second only to Palkia. Due to the fact that of its ability to not even create portals that can cross any distance in space. It is also very easily theorized that Hoopa also possesses the ability to create the wormholes themselves and travel across worlds if it wanted to.
They use that to invade this world.
Hoopa can punch a hole in ultra space.
I'm
yeah.
calling it right now. Hoopa fucked everything up.
I can probably see why they do that, though I wouldn't trust it for too long.
Oh, according to the ancient legends, On this one regard, this one responsibility, Hoopa is on a very short leash. Perhaps to the only one being that can perhaps tell Hoopa what to do. Well, besides the one.
One lonely, the master 12.
The one who is all, and the all is one.
Yes. The one above all.
All praise Arceus.
No, it's Sprout.
Look. At this rate, you need to pay very close attention to yourself and your friends. Need to pay very close attention to you. It's very possible you've already been exposed enough to the stone to trigger something. There are being, like I said, the twisted that come out of the mystery dungeons feed on this energy. And because the dungeons eventually return to normal, they lose their source of that energy. So they start hunting a new source. That comes in the form of these crystals, or in the beings that have a bit of the residual energy within them. Altars.
If they're not lucky to find an altar or these crystals, it is presumed they starve, right?
They go completely insane, go on a rampage, and then die.
Lovely.
Ram is gonna slowly raise his hand.
He looks at you.
Is there any way that, like, an egg could be affected?
As far as we know, anything can be affected.
Ram looks uncomfortably
Pokemon,
around.
plants, people.
Yeah, I think we should just give this thing away because
You remember what I said about the stone forcing an evolution, no matter what?
Eva Stones can't stop it.
It affects humans too.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh.
You don't want to know what happens.
Kinda do.
Yeah, I kind of do.
Oh wow, I wasn't expecting one of you psychopaths to agree. Jesus.
I do too, because I feel like this might be relevant in the future.
Ram kind of looks down at his Alolan Pikachu and kind of feels very uncomfortable.
You had a 50% chance to die.
He shakes his head. I believe you are not an altar.
Thank
Ram.
you, Arceus. Ram just like starts
You-
panting. It's fine.
You
It's
know, Nat
fine.
said the
I'm
same
not gonna
thing.
die.
Alolan Raichus have been around for some time now. I think it's only natural that as things progressed, that particular bloodline gained lesser evolutions as well, rather than this just being a divergent one at the end of your life cycle.
Ram's
Game
like
Freak doesn't agree.
Ram feels fine about this now. Not fine, but Ram is less terrified.
Titania,
Hmm.
in the event that you do evolve and you are not an ordinary Braxian, you do need to be concerned. But if it does happen, it's not the end of the world. I want you to understand that. A lot of altars are very unique and very strong because of what they are. And not all of them lose their minds. But if it does happen, you're definitely going to need to worry about more things. First of all, kind of gestures towards Rim. He's special now, but in one more evolution, he's just another Alolan Raichu. However, if you do become an altar, then you inherit his problem.
Oh,
Altars are very, very popular among humans. Some of them because they're concerned, some of them because they are attracted to the uniqueness and strength of an altar. To catch an altar is to have a one-of-a-kind Pokemon.
I mean, that's not a problem for me.
And additionally, I have never known an altar to evolve twice.
Oh, I mean, that's actually better for me, she says questioningly. Depending. I didn't plan on getting third stage anyways.
He kind of raises an eyebrow at that.
I mean, and then she just says, "What? I want to look young forever."
Ah, I see. I'm sorry to scare you kids like this, but this is very serious, and knowing this information is equally dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hold on. Wait. Okay. What the fuck, Kindle? You were gonna let us go without knowing this information? Without knowing that Titanic could be in mortal peril?
I said
And
I was
before we
not.
blatantly had to blackmail you? What is the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
I wasn't going to let you go. That's what we're here talking about.
Kindle, that was probably bad planning on your part, buddy.
I didn't
Bloody
exactly.
psychopath!
Well, how would you react if I just walked up and just dropped a nuclear bomb in front of you?
You were gonna attack her for the nuclear bomb.
And
Is that what it looked like to you?
It's what it
Yeah.
felt like. I'm psychic.
I have lost friends to these things.
That's fair.
Cool.
We don't want to lose this one.
Exactly! You're just making it so that there'd be one more. Is that what you wanted?
Ram kind
You
of gives
see him-
Ari a dirty look at that one.
He kind of closes his eye and scratches his brow. Look, once I knew you had this stone, I wasn't going to let you walk away with it. But I'm not about to go mugging children either. Even if you aren't in mind, it would still make me look really bad.
Yeah.
Oh god, you weren't looking bad before actually being bad, are you?
Well, for Frank, I know you're adults, so I have less issue throwing you in a river.
That's fair.
All of a sudden, there is a tiny fox crying about Kindle stealing a fucking stone. And everyone that doesn't know that I'm not a child is like, what the fuck, Kindle?
And you better believe because of Thunder and Gentleheart being involved, particularly Thunder, which kind of forced his hand, you better believe this is spreading like wildfire through the village.
Yep, but they don't know the specifics, and that's all that matters.
Oh fuck, I've never heard Kindle angry before.
I mean, Titania would just ask Kindle if he's gonna be fine with the twisted crystal, or if she needs to carry it to his friend.
and I'm going.
You see him pick up the crystal and put it in his bag. Like I said, everyone reacts differently, and I have the benefit of knowing that I am unaffected.
Okay. I'll trust you.
And I'm going to speak up and say, well, we're not going to tell anyone about this. Not anyone not anyone who doesn't need to know.
Human or Pokemon, there will always be people whose hearts are consumed by greed and ambition, who see the twisted crystals as a gateway to power and control. You have them to fear just as much as any other.
Oh fuck,
Just,
I think he's talking about me.
just know, as I keep my hand on Ram's shoulder, to be reassuring, I say, discretion is our specialty. Mine, anyways.
If you say so. I'm sorry about all this, but as you now understand, that was a very, very dangerous thing to just whip out in the middle of the village.
You're a dick.
Sometimes you need to be a dick to get things done, okay?
Ram,
You're
Ram.
opening some very old wounds. So I apologize if I'm coming off a little bit less of the kind old man stereotype I try to maintain.
And I apologize if we open those wounds.
To be perfectly frank, I am way too old for this shit.
Well, at least we know to watch out for those, because if they have more of them, we know to take them from them.
Yes. Well, it's my hope that you never come across one of these again. But with Titania, I can't say what the future may hold. If you do find more of these crystals, you absolutely do not want them falling into the wrong hands.
Will I get the drone to more of these crystals if there are? Or is just
Well, you're gonna know not
one?
to touch them.
Or is just this one?
Is there what?
Will I get a drone to the other crystals if there are any? Or is just that one?
I'm not entirely sure. Like I said, the randomness is what makes them so dangerous.
Okay.
The
Makes it so
unpredictability.
convenient for a DM.
Shut up!
Great. Now we have even rocks to worry about too. Wonderful.
Oh,
It
Ram,
was my hope that you never find another one and you never encountered a twisted for yourself. However, you seem to attract trouble like magnets.
Yeah.
And I tap my sword, and and if that troll wants to kill me, I'm gonna get it like a fish.
When he taps his sword, I'm like, oh yeah, Marcus, do you want the electric poke stick I got from the from one of the trainers? I cannot use it as I look at my on my feet,
I'll
on my
take it.
paws.
There is something you should be aware of.
Mm.
In the event you do find them, there is one trump card that you have at your disposal. He points at Ram, or more so, something Ram has. An Everstone is a nullifier that includes the energy of these crystals. If you expose a twisted to an Everstone, they become disoriented.
We need more Everstones then.
we need to make a blade out of Everstone.
No.
It's
We
like
just need a
fucking
kunai.
silver to werewolves.
Yeah.
Silence. Question about that. Will that even last?
A stone sword
Like
No.
an Everstone sword specifically?
could be done. After all, there's some wacky bullshit at play sometimes.
It would
A
only be
sword
used
that
on-
isn't brittle, made of stone.
I need
it
to
would
make
only
an
be used on
Everstone wand.
select enemies.
I mean,
I need to make an
some do.
Everstone wand.
It would be huge, extremely unwieldy, but it would hold together. And you would need a lot of Everstones.
Oh, yeah, maybe not.
I just want one of them, so I can try and making a wand, a nullifier wand.
Is that in character?
No, because I cannot craft it for now.
I mean, I could probably make it if like the that body's metal, but
I mean, if the GM gives me a crafting roll with like channel plus smarts, maybe I can craft something.
Kindle takes the stone and starts to walk out.
Ram is gonna stop him. So, Kindle, you brought us to the Pokemon Center, and we made a big scene in town. What's the cover story here, bud?
He considers for a moment. Well, I suppose I could throw an old enemy under the bus again.
I mean, Titania raises her paw and says, "Can't we just say that I stepped on one of your tails?"
They wouldn't believe that.
Ah.
rip.
So here's the thing. You can tell them that you encountered an old foe of mine while during the raid a human, or at least I think it's human. And that when I learned of it, I interrogated you about it, but I told you nothing. If you talk to Valor about it, mention a human with pale skin, silver hair, and purple eyes. He'll know who I'm talking about.
My eyes widen as I realize. Art. You mean a human like one of those fake ones? He's still alive?
He kind of grimaces. Are you sure you want to know?
Maybe as a favor, if I get strong enough, I can gank him for you.
The invaders were about unethical as they come, going so far as even willing to use the Black Death.
Oh.
Creating some infiltration units wasn't beyond them. Because of their nature, they're a lot harder to eradicate.
It's a lizard man.
A hybrid.
Be
I'll
right
say no more.
Alright. Excuse me for prying, but
If you have any information you conveniently remember that could endanger us, make sure to tell us.
You see him raise his eyebrow at you. That's a lot of sass.
I'm a very sassy person.
Ram shoves the necklace on Aerie and tightens it a little bit and just says, "Okay, bye, Kendall."
I'll keep in touch. I can do that much. I'll tell you what happens with the stone. Just to sate your curiosity.
Ram looks at Aerie like, "You're
Aerie's
gonna get us
fucking
killed.
seething.
You're gonna get us killed."
And he was gonna get Titania killed.
Yeah,
Do you
but
think this is some kind of game? This is a matter of life and death. That kind of information is needed.
look,
Do you think we would have done better if we just stumbled upon this when Titania evolved? Do you think we'd be prepared?
I was on your
Back.
side until he started
Ew.
getting like aggressive.
you two,
What are you guys saying? I just came back.
stop this, because regardless, we would have known. Well, I do agree with you, Harry. that you should've
Regardless?
told us. Look, I agree with you. He should have told us, but look, either he had to do it now or later, and I think it's a good thing he did it now. Just look, there's so many things we don't know about this stone, and I'm pretty sure he's not told us even the full story.
Obviously not.
Yeah,
There's
that's what I'm
way
pissed about.
more.
Just
And really, he wasn't gonna tell us jack shit.
No, he really wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair,
Stubborn old man. Irresponsible douchebag.
hey man, he just said, "Give me the stone," and Titania said no. He might have said more after he had the stone in his possession.
No,
You
I did.
explain
I
first, and then you make demands afterwards.
I said that no, unless you tell me what they are, what it is.
And it's not that fucking hard. By that point, you could just be like, all right, let's go in private. Come on.
I will also
Oh, see, because he's stubborn old coot.
I will also inform you that you just gave him the mother of old Vietnam flashbacks.
Good. He deserved it. Bitch.
He went from happy old man in retirement to back in the trenches of the Somme, and he did not do good. He did not cope.
Oh, poor Kendall.
Well, I'm sorry
I
for
don't care.
him, but
I have zero.
I couldn't know that showing him the rock would have done this.
Yeah, Ram just thought Titania was in danger.
I mean, she still is.
That's
Do you
fair.
realize how close
That's
she is
fair.
to evolving? It could be any second now.
I'll look to
Oh,
Titania
and it'd be
say-
even worse if you hid that information. If we
Yeah.
went about our day.
and say, "Look, you doing all right? All right, you doing all right?"
Hmm? No, what?
No, he's asking if you're doing all right.
Ah, if I'm doing all right. Sorry. She's like, yes, I am. No, you don't need to roll anything. No, I'm lying.
Look, I say to the three of you, we at least know something now. Look, the way I see it, we will learn more. If it's not him, then someone else will tell us, or perhaps we will learn another way. We will just have to be on the lookout for it.
I think I was like, also, I doubt that guy would have brought that crystal in the middle of nowhere if they didn't have more.
Look, I can already figure out what that guy wanted to do with that thing. He probably wanted to use that crystal on the dungeon for whatever reason.
Either on the dungeon, or he was just trying it on every Pokemon that they captured. And the ones that died, well, we smelled blood. All of us smelled blood, I'm pretty sure.
Regardless, I think we kind of saved a lot of people indirectly because of that.
Mm-hmm. Also, outside of character, did Marcus say that he wanted the electric baton?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. I just like Discord was being Discord, and I didn't hear it clearly. I was just making sure. I mean, Titania says, well, I have stuff that I need to go do now. So, Marcus, if you want the electric thing here, and I pull it out of my tail, and I give it to you.
I carry it in my hand and say, "Oh, thank you. I'll take this as payment for the stage."
Yep, I planned on giving it to you whenever it was complete, but I mean, there is no point in waiting. I cannot use it anyways.
So let's see if Valor's back. You'll probably want to speak to us.
Can I just go speak with to speak with Weaver real quick? I guess I'm not. I guess I'm not finding Riptide today. I'll see about it tomorrow. I'll be back soon-ish. I just need to ask her if she can do something for me.
Just make it quick, okay? Just in case he's back.
Did you guys see her? Did you guys see Weave anywhere? Or is
She was
she in
at the last time we saw her, she was at the nursery.
Okay, so yeah, always there. Fine. Thanks. And Titania has been successfully derailed from a train of thought. She still looks like shit, but now she's way more happy again. Happy acting again.
Well, that was some pretty shit, I say, as she leaves.
I'm not even sure who's to really blame for that.
I know who's to blame.
Yeah, it was mostly Kendall.
Yeah. Yeah, really.
I do want to say I'm sorry if I would have came across as an ass, but
I don't know, it was completely fine.
I was saying that in character.
Titania, you rush out of the clinic.
Mm-hmm.
Did the others follow?
No.
Nope.
Titania,
Mm-hmm.
Gentleheart isn't at the desk.
Oh. Well,
I think she didn't close her ears, guys.
No,
I think
I'm
she
more
might
like-
have heard everything.
she's in there, and I see if like I try to detect where she is using my senses, hearing, smelling.
Insight alert.
Oh boy, my insight alert.
I'm sorry.
Or fuck.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because I had
That's certainly ominous.
3. Yeah, that's ominous.
You can pick up their scent. They go to the southwest.
I mean, I'm gonna follow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that at least Kindle's smell is not usual in this place. No, I mean, I'm pretty sure I spot them.
What the fuck?
The fuck?
Kindle died. Let's go. Let's go.
He lied to me.
Kindle's dead. Crab rave.
Titania, you run in between some trees and you get a very bad feeling as you see Empathy and Gentleheart both standing over a collapsed Kindle, and they look a little panicked but keeping themselves under control.
What happened?
And Empathy seems to be trying to get Kindle to eat something, but he's not responding.
Like,
Is he
what?
eating it? No. You see Gentle Pirate send out one of their feelers to touch Kindle, and you see her eyes widen in a very, very bad way. Here, chew this up, get it in his mouth. Make sure he swallows. And, let's see. She manages to get him to swallow it, but he is unconscious on the ground. And a few moments pass where they're watching him. And they are very tense, and you see Gentleheart turn to you very quickly.
What happened?
Go get Barricade.
What,
Kindle
was
is,
he
having, Kindle is having a heart attack.
Ah, shit. Zoom. I mean, yeah, that's Barricade. I was just confirming. Zoom.
Oh, fuck.
Nyong. I'm like, barricade.
Okay, I know I said I wanted something on my kill counter, but I didn't think assassinating an old man would kill him.
Barricade turns around. What is it?
Kindle, heart attack by lake.
Oh, fuck. You see him, like, blast into the sky. At this point, three of you are starting to hear a little bit of commotion.
And Titania screaming at the top of her lungs. Barricade.
I'm going to go outside immediately.
Yeah, how do I go check what's going on?
You see Thunder and Hope intercept you at the entrance. What's going on?
They're shouting.
Good question.
Come on. We gotta go. And I guess we passed. Like,
As you kind of run this way, you see Barricade fly past with Kindle in their arms towards the...
And we run back.
Oh yeah,
Turn back around!
You're moving too quick.
It's like a dog chasing a frisbee.
Except it's a fucking
it's
flying
Barricade.
corpse.
You see them rush into the medical room where they get him into one of the beds, and Kindle checks up on him. Oh, fuck. Empathy. Yeah? Give him CPR. I need to start giving him chest compressions. Barricade is looking very... What the fuck do I do here?
Can Ram attempt to help?
Improvised defibrillation?
See, you see her, Gentle Heart's eyes widen while she's giving him chest compressions, and Empathy is giving him CPR. Ram,
Mm-hmm.
far side, bottom drawer, human medicine, aspirin.
Ram runs.
You bring the aspirin?
Mm-hmm. 100%.
All right. Here we go.
Who wants to see a murder?
That's not a murder.
Oh, sorry. We just had a lovely conversation with him, so I'm a bit surprised how he had a heart attack. You know?
I mean, he either lied about the stone, or the crystal, or
He tried to endanger Titania's well-being by hiding that information. I don't care.
He refused to give him the crystal. He would have told her. He just needed to make sure the crystal was secure first.
That is a dumbass move.
yeah.
And
Oh,
he
he
should
wasn't-
feel like a dumbass.
He wasn't exactly thinking clearly.
No.
But Kindle stabilizes.
Well, he's not thinking anything now.
See, Empathy and Gentle Hearts visibly just like the tension leaves them a little bit. Oh, Garcius. That would have been bad. He's breathing. And his heart sounds normal again.
No, we can't.
You see, Gentle turns to you guys, and her eyes are a little misty. What the hell did you say to him? You know how old he is. You can't stress him out like this.
Hey, man. This is fucked. Ram, you're the one in front. Get to explaining.
It was
my-
mostly misunderstanding.
I'm sorry, that was uncalled for. Of course you wouldn't do anything like this on purpose. Look, we clear out the clinic. We're gonna keep an eye on him. All right?
Ram turns around and says, "Everybody out," and stays put.
And so, doctor's orders. Unfortunately, a bit of a crowd outside.
Is there weave?
Sprout should not have to see this. My boy.
I mean, she's probably too small to even see over the grass.
I have a question that's very important.
True.
Ask.
Does Ram see Kindle's bag?
It was on him, and it was brought with him.
Can Ram get to said bag?
Yes, you can.
Can Ram look at Empathy and say, "This is important." Like, just thinking it, not say it, but reach in the bag and grab the stone and
You think-
walk out.
You see her look up just a little bit, but not in your direction. You see her just perk up as if listening to something. And then go back to watching Kindle. You're pretty sure she detected it and is selectively ignoring you. Or at least what I mean by that is she's selectively ignoring the fact that you took that crystal.
Ram pockets the crystal and tells and whispers. No, he's not even gonna whisper. He's gonna think to Kindle, it's safe. And then he's gonna leave.
Kindle seems hardcore unconscious.
I mean, it just a fucking heart
What the
attack. I don't
fuck?
know.
He's gonna wake up, see that he doesn't have the crystal, and he's gonna be like,
And
"Wow,
have
I
another
got out of a coma for this."
Well, I guess I better
And
my
get them-
second heart attack of the day.
It's better for somebody who knows what it is to have it than somebody who doesn't know what it is.
Valid
Hey,
reason.
I'm better for nobody to have it.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it, but I've got an Everstone too, and maybe it's gonna help. I don't know.
Ram, you pick up the crystal and shove it in your bag and leave. And you see a crowd and a lot of murmuring going on.
I'm gonna walk over to Ari and Marcus and is Titania there?
Yeah, no, I'm there. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
And the small puppy.
And
I have the goods that we were supposed to deliver. We should go see Valor.
I have a look of absolute
the
shock
fuck?
on my face.
I mean, I look around. Is there Valor around?
You do not see Valor among this number.
Okay. Oh, it doesn't seem to be here right now. Can I talk with Weaver? I like. She sighs and says, "I don't know if I should."
He's frown standing there and the first time ever has a frown on their face.
Okay.
Bobby.
Well, guys, let's go. Let's go walk. Let's go take a walk. This is a stressful day, and we should probably walk this stress off.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go take a walk to the ocean.
Yeah, let's
No.
let's go walk to Marcus's house.
Mhm.
Yep, let's just
Move.
And
still
I
think
You,
this
you
is
might
all
want to
like
tell. You might want to tell Hope to stay with Papa Thunders for a little bit while longer.
Yeah, Ram
big man.
Ram is going to just like motion to Hope. Just I'll be back. I gotta take care of something first, and then runs off.
Or you run off.
Take a leisurely, quick-paced walk toward Marcus's house.
We were busy having moral conflict with murder. Why is this what's happening?
Okay, guys, I panicked. When we're safely inside of Marcus's house, that's what I'm gonna say. Guys, I panicked.
Hmm?
Oh, did ya?
I mean, I panicked too. What did you do?
I took the stone back.
Oh, it's still adding to 10.
already. We gotta go.
It's safer with someone who knows what it is
This
than
isn't
for someone
awesome.
like Generosity or Gentleheart or someone to grab it and not know what it is. So I took it. We need to find Valor.
Grab it.
And when we get in, I'm going to, use that thing I've been using as the door and put it in at the entrance.
Should
You
I
slot it in.
I asked
God,
Ram.
Okay.
We know it didn't do anything to me, hopefully.
We have
May-
privacy
may-
now.
You realize this is exactly what Kindle told us not to do, right?
I can't let someone who doesn't know what it is grab it, though.
Mhm.
Do we bury it?
I
What do
still
we
don't
do?
like this. We're going to give it to more people. I mean, I think maybe
Ram,
maybe we could.
my question here to you is, why did you take it back?
Because if it's next to him, one, I've got 2 healers in there who are in very close proximity to it. If it affects one of them and kills them, that's our fault.
Or if he makes them mad. You don't want a medic to be mad.
Yeah, we need to keep our healers safe. And I know
Oh,
that's
not
kind
because
of...
they're people.
No, we need to keep our people safe, but you can't just have people who don't know what it is saying, oh, this rock, I wonder what this is, and then be exposed to it.
Giving it
Yeah.
back to Kindle once he wakes up.
I agree with him. He did the right thing.
But do we give
Yeah,
it
you
to
have-
Valor, or do we wait until Kindle wakes up? Kindle's obviously
No!
not able to handle this.
He told us not to tell Valor.
Yeah, no, I think that
He'd
when
Give it back.
Say not to tell Valor.
I think
He said Valor asked.
He told us a cover story for Valor.
Right.
Mhm. I think that we should keep it, and when he wakes up, we take it to his friend.
But he said it's not safe. What if it attracts something here?
Yes, but it's like we cannot check it somewhere. Somebody may stumble onto it and die, or worse. At least we know that on us, at least on me and I guess you, Ram, since you're not dead or mad yet.
Ram sweats a little?
Play off him, I say.
For the record,
Hey, are we stopping session soon?
we are.
I'm sorry. It's something just came up.
For the record, only Titania has been exposed for the 24 hours. They slept alone, remember? Ram was in Generosity's den. Marcus was in his place. And Eri
I think Eddie was next to me.
was. But Ram and Marcus have not been nearly as exposed as the two
Yeah.
of you.
Yeah, I'm like, you should probably give it to me, Ram.
Hey, Ram,
Uh-huh.
roll me a dice.
Just 1 dice?
1 dice.
Oh, God. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
You have
Oh.
terminal cancer. I'm sorry.
damn it. Damn
Oh,
it.
what?
Uh,
I have carcinoma of the body.
what you gonna do?
I'm going to look at Titania and say, we have to keep this safe and away from other people. I don't feel good doing this, but with you being the one exposed the most, I'm gonna give it to you.
Yeah, I'll keep it.
Why?
Because if anybody is gonna die from it, at least it's only one of us and not 2 of us. Which sounds horrible, but my mouse is freaking out. I can't pick anything up.
According to Kindle, you're the most likely not to die to it.
Yeah,
Since you've
yeah,
already had it.
I already had it for a long time.
And I don't know
You
how
know-
I'm gonna react or how Marcus is gonna react. Ari's already been exposed too.
Ram,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
you know if this gets out, we're being deep shit.
Uh-huh. But it's safer than letting Gentle Heart or Empathy accidentally get exposed to it and then go crazy.
Yes, but we shouldn't keep it here with us forever. We need to get rid of it.
Yes. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree we need to get rid of it. I just don't know how yet. I just know that I couldn't leave it there.
Yeah, when Kindle feels better, we can ask him if he can let us meet his friend without, like, coming with him, without him having the stone.
Do we need to go bury it?
No, because like if people are can be drawn to it like I am, it's not gonna do any good.
Oh,
We need to have it with us.
Ram is literally pinching his temples, and he's got his tail in one hand. He's pinching his temples while rubbing his tail at the same time, and it looks just absolutely insane.
I will make sure not to keep it in contact with anyone for long periods of time.
I know that Kendall said that he's not affected, but he said that the stones affect people differently and randomly, and this could have done
He
this
said
to him.
he's not affected, and then had a heart attack. I don't know if to trust him.
Yeah, I don't want to leave it with him in case something happens to him.
Yeah, that's why my idea is having us going with him to his friend.
Just maybe we gotta go out and go on our own. Do this just so we can get rid of this damn thing. This thing is just causing more trouble than it's worth, and I think it just.
How are we gonna
only-
find Hoopa?
Yeah, the only person that might have connections to get to him is Kindle. We just need to make sure that this thing does not get us killed or anyone else killed until Kindle wakes up. Just hoping that he wakes up, she adds.
Ram like shifts back and forth, and he's very uncomfortable and doesn't know what to do.
And as you do so, there's a resounding crash as the front door is knocked down, and you see Dash skid to a halt. All right, what the fuck is going on?
Stop, bitches!
Shush you! Shush!
Ram tackles Dash and just shush.
Yeah, no, I help you joshing him, and
I'm going to put the door back up. Just put it back in.
We need to install better doors.
do you?
I think I included here.
All right.
Hey, Kendall, this is. Oh shit.
I guess we'll continue some of this in text RP.
A little bit, yeah. You
We
certainly can.
We fucking killed Kindle.
Yeah, we killed Kindle. I'm fed now.
It's
I shouldn't have shot it him.
totally not.
Anyways,
It's totally not.
Is it okay if I disconnect from here?
It's
I'm gonna
totally not fault, but you may have stressed out the old man a little too much.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I should have just spaced out more and forgot to hack him.
Anyway, I'll see you guys later.
All right.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. Okay, I'm gonna cut stream out. That was a session. All right.
At least Titania has something to blame for his his episode.
Bye, stream.
Bye.